Hello, everyone, and welcome to Deviant Diners, a Call of Cthulhu game on Welcome to the Party RPG. A little scrambled because we had a very intense discussion before the stream started. But I will start again by very quickly thanking our sponsors, Roll20, Tabletop Loot, So Nerdware, and Devon Rue. Again, go support them. They make awesome stuff. The channel actually has a Patreon that you can support to give us more money to have cool camera setups and a better artwork. And then, as always, there is our amazing Discord. There you can join and talk to players and people who aren't playing in games but would like to, and who are looking for players and maybe run your own game and other awesome stuff. Also, our artwork made by one of our very own players, who will now go around and introduce themselves. Let's go counterclockwise. It's very confusing because the cameras have once again flipped around. Lana, tell us about Jenna.
Jenna has a really cool Twitter where she talks about books and makeup. Yes? No?
That's true.
Yep.
That is
Yes. And she plays a very, very intelligent archaeologist, and she's really cool, and her bangs are always on point.
There you go. This is an excellent pop quiz. We'll see who paid the best attention. People went back to their eyes. Shame. Jenna, is there anything you'd like to add to this amazing introduction of yourself?
No, actually, it was really good. My Twitter is SillyGirlJL. It's down there. So come visit me. It's also my Discord and my Twitter as well.
All right, thank you. Callie, you escaped the pop quiz by a stroke of luck and a good producer. You owe Anthony.
I'll owe you a sanity points. I'm Callie. I run a Twitter that I mostly post art for tabletop role-playing games, D&D, and buff women in armor. If you like any of those things, I will draw them. And I have a new Patreon if you like coloring those things. So I post line art there. So.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Kate, also known as Undead Kate on the interwebs. Well, it would be if I had a, prominent internet presence. I will be playing Irene McCown. You can find me on Twitter at K_undead, and I'll be also here later tonight or Drop Point nights. So yeah.
There you go. We saw you. You wanted to say Nigel so bad.
I did. I really did.
All right, Lana, would you like to tell us about yourself?
My name is Lana. You can find me as Lana Leesvoer just about anywhere. It's Dutch and unpronounceable, so just read it down here. On my Twitter, you'll find me retweeting loads of people and posting pictures of sad fruit. And if you only want to see pictures of sad fruit or squirrels, you can go to my Instagram where I draw children's book things and stuff. And I'll be playing a princess because I am.
And yet so modest and
No.
unassuming.
No.
Sai.
Hi, I'm Simon or Sai on Discord. You can find me on Twitter at ADDarkweaver, and welcome to the fun.
Thank you very much. My name is Aniek. You can find me at Aniekster on Twitter mainly. I haven't updated my Instagram. Over art and politics, so tread carefully. And again, I hope you're all mentally prepared. I'm going to ask one of you to do a recap. Do I have to point to a volunteer, or is anyone going to actually volunteer?
Look, mine went super well last time, so
I know it went so smooth. Well, I think you've taken your turn. I know Lana did one. I cited the first one.
I haven't gone, but I suck at recap.
That's a mood right there.
I'll start it, and then you can interject.
We can do it together.
We'll throw in
make it a group effort. I'll take that.
So I think when we started out, I was separated from the group. It was me and the princess, was it, that we were separated? No.
Dr. Roy.
Dr. Roy.
Dr. Roy.
Yes,
Dr.
I
Roy.
told you, look, already.
One of those really tall people, you know, it's very
One of 'em.
confusing.
Yes.
Also,
Both of them.
Princess Sophia looks very mannish. I get it.
Or is Dr. Roy simply very
Stout is the word. I look stout.
Dr. Roy is also
Stout.
extremely beautiful.
There you go.
Long eyelashes.
Perfectly
Yeah.
understandable.
He's prettier than I am, actually.
So it was me and Dr. Roy. We got separated from the rest of the group, and we seemed to be in the same house, but it was very different from the way it was when we were there earlier. And we could hear Nathaniel's voice, and he was talking to us, but we could not find him. And then eventually we got reunited with the group. We went looking for Nathaniel, and we found him, but he was already dead. And it looked like he had been dead for quite a while. So it was intriguing since we had just been talking to him a few minutes ago. So that was confusing. And we went back down to join the rest of the guests and came up with this plan. I'm skipping a whole bunch. This is like the end now, but you can fill it in. We came up with this plan to just get everyone together and just head out and start walking towards town to look for help. We went to the dining room where the staff all supposedly were, and it was like a massacre. No one left alive, and body parts and blood, and now we don't know what's going on, and we're all just want to get the hell out.
Part of the group of people you left behind in the dining hall was one of your new best friends. He is gone, at least.
Who's Mr. Sterling?
Mr. Sterling, right?
Mr.
No, I believe I mean
No.
Or Mr. Connor?
Mr. Connor.
Mr. Murphy.
Connor.
Anatol. No, it's Anatol.
Anatol's
The dude you
was the
tied
chef.
up. Yeah, the
The dude you tied up.
No, that was Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Murphy.
Exactly. Your new best friend is the only one that doesn't seem to be amongst the
Butchered.
remains. I was going to go with remains. It sounds less horrible.
We can't find any of his body parts.
No.
Well, you can try and identify separate body parts, but you'll be like, it's a little bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle at this point.
I've really,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna play.
You're not jigsawing with people.
I feel like we had a similar game in medical school.
Also, did we recap the fact that we have this lovely little rhyming thingy where one sentence is a bit weird?
No, there was no recapping of any of the clues that were given to you.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. The artifact. There was speaking of a lot of artifacts and the fact that the artifact might have something to do with things being fucked up.
Yeah.
And
and the stone was part of it, right?
yes, and the seeing things in mirrors was normal, as in happened a lot.
Anatol.
There was a necklace with the squiddy thing on there.
Cephalopod.
Yes, squiddy thing.
Squiddy thing.
And we
The
had
technical term.
this lovely little piece of poetry, maybe. He slumbers in the deep, he awaits our calling. We must sing across the darkness, his likeness we shall keep. Pnglui mchnvenof, Cthulu rilia, v'chanakhlftachen. We shall have his day in the fall, we shall be ready.
Worst cultist ever.
I'm not a cultist, I'm a princess.
As far as I'm concerned, that was perfect pronunciation for what I can read.
Right?
Well, we think we messed up on the code on that one. It must have been a different.
It must have been a
people.
different cipher. It's
Yes.
the only logical explanation.
Well, yes, because the other sentences do make sense. So
Yeah, no, exactly.
yes.
And you didn't find anything else interesting at all.
Well, not on my notes.
It's fine. I'm just, it's fine. Fine.
Which means
Well,
then-
Lord Dorsey was had a book, and he was also things.
Things with people. If I remember correctly, we had you had all already lost the sanity you were going to lose.
Yes.
We roll for
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
regained what we were going to regain.
Well, that was luck.
Yeah.
So you're currently surrounded by, I think a jigsaw of human remains is just as accurate as it gets.
I don't think we went into the room. We just poked our heads in.
Loomed into the doorway.
we kind of, I think we opened the
think-
door.
We
So,
Scooby Gang
one
stacked
look.
our heads.
And
At some
Yeah.
point, you asked me if Jaime was
Jaime.
there.
I did.
Yeah, we-
Mhm.
Jaime.
So
Said
in order
no.
to be able to see that, at least one of you must have entered.
I'll let the doctor go in.
Yeah, the doctor is playing the jigsaw game.
I think Captain Elliot told us we didn't want to see it, and then we did.
I think that
Yeah.
also happened with Nathaniel's corpse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Several
Yeah.
times.
Seeing a theme here. Okay.
I really do think that at this point, everybody gets together, we walk out of this house and start walking for the nearest other civilization we can find.
I think we were going to go towards the horses.
Yeah.
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 Do you really think that
And-
will work at this point?
Nothing will work, but not doing anything will be the worst choice.
Yeah, we
I,
definitely shouldn't stay here.
in the absence of a better idea, that's the plan. If anybody can suggest anything, I'm all ears. But otherwise, I do think that we should. Getting out of this house seems to be extremely important at this point for survival, if nothing else.
You're met with blank stares of people who are slowly going into shock.
All of us?
No. I don't know which one of you are
What's the threshold?
currently.
Well, as bad as I feel about leaving my dog and my maid, who might pop up at any moment, I don't think we're helping them by staying around and being killed. So yes, let's try and find the horses and just go away, I guess.
Yes, we head towards the nearest civilization.
All right. You
Yeah.
all gather up, head towards the front door,
Yeah.
just with whatever you're wearing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll grab my coat on the way out. I've done it before when I was going to get Freddy.
All right. Which of my named NPCs are you taking?
I'm taking Reeves is with me.
All right.
Miss Stone, probably.
If-
Whoever was willing.
If the Hamiltons or whatever,
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Obviously, I'm trying to take Edna, but we'll have to tie her to a horse or something, but it'll be fine.
Not just Lady Montgomery, Mr. Montgomery, Lord Montgomery is also a little.
well,
He can walk. He's a gentleman. Say, we have a saying in Dutch. It's 's avonds een vent, 's ochtends ook een vent. He can walk.
as far as I'm concerned, he can come or he can stay. I don't mind, but we're going, and I'm
Right.
offering the same thing to Miss Stone as well. You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to join us. Your choice.
Do you do anything to it's just like that? You're coming or not?
Yes.
Do you even care if they come or not?
Personally, so long as I've got Reeves, nope.
All
Well,
right.
I do. I'll just gather on, people. There seem to be many more dead people, so maybe it's time we all leave. Anyone who can't walk will be tied to a horse. Let's go.
The Montgomerys look really pale, but they're willing to join with you.
Come, Edna.
Miss Stone is walking out behind you to go look at whatever the hell it is you're talking about, because she didn't see Lady Dorsey. For all she knows, you're bullshitting your way through everything.
I say to Miss Stone, I understand your reticence. I'm trying to spare you something horrible. On my word of honor, you don't want to go into there.
You really don't.
I'm not going to stop you if you want to go. But my word of honor, it's not something you want to see.
Roll a charm check.
Oh, I might actually succeed at this.
Don't jinx it. If you say that, you jinx it.
No, it's one of the few stats I've.
Ooh, an extreme success. She is very much relieved you're willing to give her an out to not have to go and look at what's happened there.
Yeah, I'm going to say to her, look, I understand your reticence, I really do, but for your safety, and trust me, your mental safety, you do not want to go into that room.
Also, dear, just look at the blood on my shoes. I didn't put that there to be pretty.
She goes to collect her coat as well.
Yeah.
The Montgomerys need some assistance with their cloaks, but in the end, they get halfway decent.
Halfway decent is good enough.
Mr. Connor's still gone.
I'm going to shoot that man on sight if I see him.
There will be no shooting on sight, Captain Elliot.
What did he ever do to you?
You don't know anything about the man. He might have just been smarter than us and left earlier.
No, he definitely knows something.
Look on his face before Lady
Yeah, I agree. He knows something about what's going on.
He knows something that's going on here, and he's definitely involved.
Yeah.
Well, shall we to the horses?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get out of here, please.
Freddie, last chance to come with Mummy. Alida?
Right, and I'm going to gather everybody up. Reeves and I are taking point, and I'm going to go straight through the front door.
All right. It's a very large group, and I know you've probably herded people together before in a less metaphorical sense than I'm doing with you. And there's always like the front group who's making good pace. There's some empty space, and then there's the stragglers, and then hopefully behind them is someone paying attention. So I'd like to know roughly in what order things are happening here.
Dr. Roy would bring up the rear.
Okay.
I'll have Edna and Lord Montgomery at my sides. I'll prop them up. Strong enough for that.
All right.
Okay. I will be somewhere, I guess, in the middle of the group.
All right.
I'll be probably closer to Dr. Roy, closer to the back, but still somewhere kind of in the middle because, yeah, seeing all that in the room kind of hit me hard, so I'm a little out of it.
I don't blame you.
Where are you sending Reeves?
Oh, he's at my side.
All right. And
we're leading from the front, and we're protecting the front.
all right, Miss Stone is right behind you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I think that's everyone.
Can I look back, like, all the time? Because I still don't want to leave my servant and my dog. If I see someone behind windows or something.
Every time you look back, Dr. Roy gives you an awkward wave because he thinks you're about to say something to him.
That is adorable.
Every time I shall give a polite nod, as I do.
Make me a spot check.
Yes, I want to see. That's the green one, right?
It is the green one.
I'm sorry.
Success. Nicely done. You don't so much see anyone behind a window, but you do see someone near the dog kennels.
I think we missed someone. There's someone by the kennels. Captain Elliot, there's someone. We can't leave anyone behind.
Okay. In
They're
which
not the US
case,
Marines.
we'll make a diversion in that direction towards the kennel. Then, if one person's going, we're all going. We're not breaking up. I've read far too many Penny Dreadfuls to understand that this is a bad idea.
How far is the kennels from the stage?
In a straight line, it's not that far, but you have to go around the decorative topiaries.
Okay.
Like across a little gravel path.
And how far is it, give or take?
In a straight line, I'd say about 40 feet, but with the decorative topiaries and the meandering paths, about 120.
Okay.
If I may say real fast, the first time I went to check on the cars, I saw someone by the kennels, and they quickly disappeared. So, do we really want to do this?
Well, maybe it's my maid with my dog. They're missing. Maybe she tried to bring to the kennels.
On the other hand, it could be Mr. Murphy with a knife.
Well, I have a gun.
Well, we all have guns, don't we?
Yeah,
Exactly.
We all are running around.
I've got two actually.
Well, yes.
Dr. Roy, you're very impressive.
Thank you.
Wait, hang on, I can do this properly.
It's all of the it's all of those virility herbs from Mexico. Very
Yes, that must be it. Lord Montgomery, are you carrying your gun?
I gave it to that nice young lady over there.
Here you go.
And you see that Miss Stone currently has 2 guns.
Oh, that was one of the best decisions you've made today. On we go.
Right. We'll
I
take
have
a short.
sword.
I think we take a
You have a
short detour
broadsword,
to the
actually.
kennels, and then go from there to the stables, and then we're out of here.
All right. Quick
That would
detour
be
to
right.
the.
Okay.
At least the Montgomerys are following, like the scared, semi-drunk people they are. Miss Stone is quite alert, is holding those guns like she probably knows how to use them.
Good.
Seems
Is she
quite,
looking like Lara Croft right now? Like,
but then in long trousers. So
She didn't zip them off yet.
no, exactly. No, we're waiting for the scene where someone is bleeding and then she can dramatically rip them apart for bandages. You know, but somehow the seam is still perfect after you rip. Never mind, I have pet peeves about movies. Ask me how I feel about women in heels and action flicks.
Oh, don't get me started.
No,
I
no.
know.
There's
No,
a reason the
that's-
princess wears sensible heels.
Yes, exactly. I mean, oh god, Jurassic Park, what are you doing to me?
We'll wind
Sorry.
up in a whole rabbit hole.
And
Yeah, we can't go
your
down
keeper
there.
is trying to be focused. You detour towards the dog kennels.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. I got this. I can do this.
Begrudgingly detours.
Spot check.
I might-
Or people who are
Yeah.
actually paying attention to shit, which is probably not all of you, but you can.
all
try.
of it? Oh, okay.
Ooh. You don't need your dog back. You're doing quite well.
I do need my dog back. That's why I'm spotting. Like, is he there? Is that Freddy? Is Freddy there?
Look, I'm towards the back. Things are getting weird. It's fine.
Things are getting weird.
Getting weirder.
Later.
Many much weirdness. I don't-
Many much wilderness.
Okay,
Fair.
Princess Sophia.
Yes.
Just judging on the silhouette, that is probably your maid.
That makes me happy. Alina, is that you, darling?
There is no reply.
At this point, I'm starting to get somewhat suspicious.
No, Captain, this must be Alida. She's the right height and everything.
And the same Dutch blonde.
Yeah.
And is under any circumstances you can think of why she wouldn't reply to you if you yelled out?
Well, maybe she's angry with me. Maybe she. Well, you know how women get.
The answer to both of the both
Roll
of
for
those is
sexism.
no. And
Maybe someone has a gun to our head? I don't know. Let's go!
Captain Elliot, have you ever seen those street magician con men? They always tell you to look at the shiny object. It's about the sleight of hand. I
Yes.
think that we're being baited into something.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. That's obviously my maid.
He gives
I
a
would
very
just like to
meaningful
point
look.
out.
I agree. I think too many weird stuff has gone on tonight. I'm not sure that we should believe that it's really your maid.
Oh, you're all being paranoid. You're all being paranoid. Miss
I think
McCown.
now is the time to be paranoid.
To be honest with you, it's not whether or not you're paranoid. At this point, it's whether or not you're paranoid enough.
Did you have something to say, Miss McCown?
Yeah, I'd just like to really quickly point out, I thought this was a bad idea before we started walking over.
You know, looking closely, Sophia, with like a critical success,
Uh-huh.
it looks like she's holding something on her arm that is roughly dog-sized in shape.
Oh, she's holding Freddy! Oh, let's go! I'm okay. I'm losing the Montgomerys and
she's off.
Oh,
I'm pulling out my gun.
I'm so happy when you people
Yeah,
succeed
I'm
at things.
gonna pull out my gun as well.
I will hold my gun because it is weird that she's not responding, but I don't know, maybe she thinks I deserted her or something.
Yeah, Dr. Roy's holding that sword like a baseball bat. He's
To be fair, that is how you generally hold a broadsword.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Is anyone
that's pretty good, actually.
I'm speeding up. Is anyone coming with me, or are you just letting the princess go alone?
No, I'm gonna follow, but
I'm
yeah,
following.
I'm gonna follow
keep
as
pace.
well, but not as fast. Like,
Yeah, I'm going to keep pace with her. I'll make sure that nothing jumps out of the shadows at her.
Oh, Captain Elliot, I'm so happy if it's her. Then we can really leave, and then I feel so relieved. I really hope it's her. Alida, why aren't you turning around here?
Miss Stone has basically rolled her eyes at you so hard it basically hurt, and is begrudgingly minding the rear.
Okay.
There's no better way to say that. As you get closer, it is again 1924. We don't have the fancy outdoor lights we have now. It's really dark, but you have 2 lanterns.
I believe so.
Who's carrying lanterns?
Not me. I have people for that.
Look,
Exactly.
Reeves will be carrying one of them.
I feel like we would have one towards the back.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
probably
Dr. Roy's probably holding one of them since he's. Well, I
Yeah.
guess if not, if he's on a two-handed sword.
No, you
I'll
don't.
carry
You have a 2-handed sword. You're good.
Yeah.
I'll carry it or pass it off to a straggler in the back.
All right.
Okay.
With the lantern somewhat behind you, you notice a few things. 1, that is Alida. 2, that is not Freddy.
Oh.
And 3, considering that there are only 2 light sources behind you, it is really strange you have 3 shadows.
Huh.
I'm.
How far away am I from her now?
If you walk a few more paces, you can touch her.
Okay, I will go up to her because
I'm
the
gonna
fuck.
hang. I'm gonna hang back by about 6 feet or so, and I'm gonna train. And I'm pulling the gun up and training it on them.
Alida, darling.
I'm gonna stop behind as well and have my gun out.
All right. All the
Alida,
guns
what?
and a baseball.
Where did you run off to? Why are you here? That's not Freddy. What's happening?
Oh. Hè?
Hey,
Wat?
waar was je?
Geen idee.
Oké, kom mee. Wat heb je vast?
Freddy.
Nee,
She is holding a dog that isn't Freddy.
this is not Freddy. Just this isn't Freddy. Put him down. Put him down.
Okay.
It's fine. Come with me. Freddy, are you in there? Do I hear anything?
Oddly enough,
Yeah.
oh, she's very quiet in the kennels.
Okay, this is fine. Alida, come with me. Come.
She follows very quietly. She seems a little out of it.
Yeah. Well, we don't have time for that. Let's go. Get to the horses. I'll get over Freddy.
Are you feeling quite all right?
No, I just lost my dog, but I'll be fine.
Gosh, your maid.
Yes, I found her. I'm so happy. Let's go.
Alida doesn't really respond that much. She's just looking around, super confused.
Okay. Well,
En sort of goes... Ik dacht dat we naar Amsterdam waren.
Oh, lieverd. Kom mee. Het is gevaarlijk. Vertrouw me. Blijf bij mij. Hou me vast. Oké?
Wow, you sound like a Dutch country song when you say that, but yes,
I
she
know,
will stay with you.
I know. I don't know what happened. She thinks we're still in the Netherlands. Let's keep an eye on her and let's not let her get away again.
right. From here, where are the stables, please, Annie?
Did I upload this map for you? Because I don't think I did. No, because I'm lazy DM. The stables are actually not that far from the kennels. When I mentioned the garage, pick one before, I told you they were converted horse stables.
Yeah.
The remaining horse stables are actually in the same area. Like there was
Okay.
like
And
a little courtyard where you
and
could
the-
like walk the horses. That was now also part of the garages.
And there's also that's not very. The kennels and the garage were quite close together, weren't they?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
not,
they were-
It's
yeah.
not much further ahead.
Okay. Well, in which case, I'm gonna make sure that the princess has got her maid. I'm gonna check around to make sure that we've got everybody.
Without Princess Sophia's support, the Montgomerys are struggling a little.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for them to catch up.
Eventually, they do eventually.
Okay.
Quite. I probably should have asked this sooner. How quiet are you trying to be, or are you just stomping along?
I mean, it's
That is not a
group,
trick question.
but
I can't imagine we're being particularly quiet.
yeah,
Right.
with
We're
how
trying to be
group-
fast.
All right, fast, not
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
Like a
fast-
stampede.
Yeah.
Okay. Stampede. That sounds excellent.
What's the weather like?
Dry, quite cold for late fall, and quite clear, like no clouds. You do have some moonlight, but you're very far away from what is a full moon, so it's
Okay.
pretty dark. But so far, you're just happy it's not raining.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine we're not trying to be quiet.
Yeah, no,
Fair
I-
enough. You're just trying to be fast, and there's a lot of you. You're just heading straight for the stables. And
yeah,
you-
with how many people, I don't see us all being like sneaking
Terribly.
anyway.
No, and quite frankly, I can't see the Montgomerys doing the stealth thing. So
Considering they're drunk, yeah.
No, they're not being very quiet at all.
The Mont Drunkeries, am I right?
Yes.
Oh, God. Right, that just cost your keeper a point of sanity.
How many do you have now? Like 99?
Yeah, something like that. I think I'm still near triple digits.
All right, so
Also,
we just
my
need to-
favorite person is me, so.
So we just need to like throw puns at our keeper, and we'll walk out of this fine.
Well, like I said, I am my own favorite person, so spending time with myself refills my sanity.
Well,
Never
there
win.
you go.
Anna,
You'll
quick, go to
never.
her house.
Alright, guys, you come towards the little courtyard I described.
yeah.
Cobblestones. Like if you're coming off the main path, directly ahead is the section of stables that was turned into garage,
Mhm.
and then off to the right is another fairly large stable complex. They clearly keep a fair amount of horses here.
Can
Which
we
makes
hear
sense.
horses?
You can hear horses. The general existence of horses is actually quite loud, regardless of what movies want you to think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yes, you definitely hear horses in the barn. Stables,
Well, at least they
whatever.
haven't killed those. Yay.
It's the little things in life.
Right. Can everybody ride? Or can
You hear Lady Montgomery go, I was promised I'd be tied to a horse.
Yes, dear.
As I have mentioned before, I am a terrible rider. Driving is one thing. Riding a horse, whole different business.
Oh,
I'm
Captain Elliot.
Dr.
Billy
Roy?
can
I feel that I may have
ride pretty well.
should have disclosed this sooner, but I actually have a very crippling phobia of horses. Their teeth are just
Okay, well,
really
You're,
rather not.
no. I understand, and you're.
You can run beside one if you want.
Deal.
But I can tell you, it's harder for the horse to bite you when you're riding behind someone.
The teeth.
I feel as if either she rides behind someone or we can tie her to the horse. Like
I was just gonna say, I mean, if you're sitting on the horse, they are less likely to bite you than when you're running next to them.
Especially when you're sitting behind someone.
Right. Well,
I'm an extremely accomplished rider. I can help.
I don't think
I'm-
a horse can hold the both of them. They're both so big.
You're better. Okay, just for
Alina
reference,
is sitting with me.
I was about to point out, doubling up on horses will severely reduce how long they can run, because we're talking hunting horses and polo horses. These aren't Clydesdales.
yeah.
These
No,
are the kinds of horses that if you look at them wrong, their legs break. They're fancy, they're expensive, and they're fast. They cannot carry a lot of weight.
Well, that's not exactly true because there are a lot of fat lords that hunt, so there are a few sturdy horses in this stable.
These are Lady Dorsey's horses, who I described to you as tiny and 5
She has
foot.
friends.
They bring their own damn
she has
horses.
sturdy friends.
Yeah,
Sturdy friends.
sturdy friends.
should
I'm
be
our
able
sturdy
Tag
friend.
yourself. I'm the sturdy friend.
I think out of the group of players, my character is probably the smallest, so just throw me on a horse, it's fine.
no.
Hang on for dear life.
Yeah,
uh,
pretty much.
Alita's with me, obviously.
Obviously.
As we are walking across from the kennels towards the stables, I'm sort of scouting ahead and seeing if there's anything up ahead before we hit the actual stables themselves.
Can you make me a listen check?
Mm-hmm. A success.
Ooh, nicely done. You don't really, apart from a maid who's completely out of it, you don't see anything that looks out of place necessarily. But you do hear, in addition to the voices of the people around you, it sometimes sounds like there's an echo in what they're saying.
Okay.
Sort of like what we occasionally get on Twitch, but then as you're
Yeah.
walking through the English countryside.
That's a little bit weird. Okay. I'm going to approach the stables and see if I can see any horses.
It's one of those fairly long stables,
Yeah.
and as the spoiled polo ponies they are, each horse has its own little window, and yes, you see quite a lot of horses.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many horses are there? 9 horses.
Easily.
Excellent.
There's more than 9 horses.
Fantastic. I'm going to have a quick look around for saddles, bridles, kit, riding stuffs.
Not
the fact.
You can't really see them through the windows because the windows look into the horse stalls.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up on English country estates, you know there's a tack room,
Yeah.
and it's probably at the other end of the stables.
Okay. In which I'm going to say it seems that we have enough horses. Let's go and find some. Saddles and tack. And
Let's. I'm very good with horses and very good with saddles. Dr. Roy, it's time to start your therapy. You're going to lift all the saddles.
All right.
Just drink
Right.
some water, you'll be fine. It
With-
fixes
I'm gonna-
phobias.
With
have a
lemon.
bath.
Yes.
Have a bath. It'll be fine.
Yep.
Well, there are
Yeah.
horse troughs. think they're called troughs.
Aw.
He is a big,
Yeah.
strong boy. He can lift these saddles.
Oh, cool. You can have like I'm bigger now. I used to be a small girl. I can lift the saddle, so you can probably carry two, just one on each arm.
He's got them like lined up on his massive.
Yeah, there you go. You're strong manning these saddles, while I think the princess and the captain are pulling horses from stalls.
And
Yeah,
looking at what
I'm gonna help pull out some horses to get them ready.
I'm going to see their temperament, try and mix and match. I'm very good with them, you know.
Yeah, most of them are what you would politely call high-strung.
Oh, aren't you a
Because-
pretty panicky bitch?
You get the
Okay.
feeling, also going by size, because these are more like ponies than horses, you found the polo barn.
Yeah.
If you want bigger and more chill, you're probably better off, like there's another barn behind this one, to see if you can find the hunting barn.
Captain Elliot, I'm going to look a bit further. These horses will not enjoy me sitting on them.
As this is accurate.
Princess, I completely understand, but I suggest that we stay all together.
Well, then come with me.
Edna
Fine.
is currently feeding one of the polo ponies breath mints.
Okay, that's fine. And we'll everybody this way.
Alina, darling. Chop chop.
Still docile, still very confused. Puts back the horse she just grabbed. But I fit on this one.
Yes, you do, darling, but I think you're going to ride with me.
Could I see one of those lanterns?
I'll hand a lantern over.
He like waves it in Alita's face, and he's like, "Follow my finger." He's checking to see if her eyes are tracking.
Her eyes are barely tracking, and the pupils don't retract properly when you shine a lantern in her face.
Are her pupils dilated?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
He hands the lantern back.
I think that Alita may have suffered some sort of concussion of some sort, perhaps some sort of I don't know if that's something that is in our time period to be diagnosed, but I think she may have hit her head on something.
Hitting your head is from all ages.
She might have, but she's walking and breathing, and we're getting her out of here. And after that, I'll give her enough water and baths until she feels better.
That was my next thing, to make sure
Yes.
we give her a bump.
Also, we have lanterns. Can't we just light the ones in here?
You can, yes.
Yes, let's light the ones in here. Light always makes things better.
Why you're the princess. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
I'm not employed.
American jargon I picked up once when I was there. Just a funny way of saying things.
Right.
All right. You head
Yeah.
over to the hunting barn.
Yeah, well, let's head for the hunters.
You find the sturdier horses. We're still not talking serious Clydesdale, but at least some of them will hold the princess. Probably none of them will hold Dr. Roy.
Well, for a few miles.
Well, if you don't plan to use them
Just
ever
kill
again,
them.
then, yeah. Well, you know, they won't fall dead at the spot. It's just really bad for their backs.
I don't think we care right now.
Very well. You find the largest horse to put Dr. Roy on, who looks best word to use,
He might cry.
Terrified.
elderly, a little gray on the muzzle.
Oh, Dr. Roy, I found you a sweetheart. This one will just... Yeah, very docile. Very nice. Hello, dear.
All right.
Right.
We
Hold
need to
these.
tie him on.
Hold these. Hold the saddle. Sit. Don't do anything else. We'll just lead you. It'll be fine.
He's just trembling, clutching the saddles, probably squeezing on the
Perfect.
horse's ribcage a little too hard with his thighs.
Oh,
You hear-
and doctor, don't forget to breathe.
Thank you.
And as you did, the horse also goes.
I'm gonna help any ladies up into a saddle that need help, and then I'll vault on the back of mine, and once everybody's saddled up,
Can I have a dexterity check, please?
ride.
Please fall.
So supportive of your fellow players.
Ah,
A hard
that was
success.
a good one.
No, it wasn't so much for his vaulting. It is more that while he is lifting Lady Montgomery, he manages to avoid the grabby hands.
And Lady Montgomery is so sad about that.
Heartbroken.
I may be a playboy. I have standards.
Doesn't well actually. She just likes them rich and young, so she is very sad right now.
They're probably side saddles, right?
The hunting saddles are not necessarily side saddles.
No, but I can find one.
You can.
Because this dress won't allow for anything else. Also,
The stone is astride.
I'll take a horse blanket to go across the legs because it's now getting a little bit indecent.
Yeah, if you're side saddle, party dress, yeah, the blanket will help. The other option is sitting astride, and then you just hike your dress up to your knees, and you deal with the fact that your legs freeze off.
Well, no, I would have to hike it up across the butt, so no.
All right.
Also,
blanket it is.
Yes, and Alida does have a white skirt, so she can sit behind me, and I'll tie her. I'll tie a blanket around us as well. So if we have to separate quickly, we can, but we still have a little bit. Hey.
Yeah, Billy's gonna ride regular. He has a wider strap on. So he just kind of hikes it up and mounts the horse, and I guess it throws a blanket across.
All right. It is getting pretty cold, so the blanket also helped just with not being really cold.
Mm.
It is
Terrific
very
idea.
obvious Irene has no idea what she's doing. She's not sure. Side
Brains,
saddle.
elbows.
Yeah, it's just.
If you don't care too much about decency, sitting astride is much less likely to see you topple off the horse than side saddle.
Yeah, she's from
That's
New York. Who
actually
cares
not
about-
true.
If you're completely inexperienced,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm talking completely inexperienced.
Out of character, I know but no.
Yeah, no, I'm just assuming someone who does know how to ride will go one leg on each side. If you're a complete beginner,
Yeah.
might be good.
Yeah.
You're assuming a family this rich has their horses trained both ways.
All the horses are bisexual, thank God.
There you go. Right, Pan. All right. So you are currently all seated in a barn on a horse.
Right, and
This is my
I'll-
worst nightmare. This is
Yeah,
scary.
can I have a? Hang on, let me check real quick. Where's your character sheet? There's
They have a ride check if we need to roll those.
Once you actually start riding, yes. Currently, you're just sitting.
If,
I'm
Yeah.
looking for the Call of Cthulhu variety of a will stay for Dr. Roy.
Oh, I suppose it'd be
power.
Power, I think.
Power, yeah.
Power.
power.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do power. Let's see how you're coping.
Oh, there you go.
You actually sort of manage to breathe.
Yeah, once I'm on top
through.
of the horse, it's okay, and it's like a cool.
You do realize that you're actually pretty far away from the teeth
Yeah.
in this position, so
He feels
maybe-
confident
maybe
that it can't whip around and bite his leg. He feels confident.
exactly they can, but you don't know that right now.
I'm going to
Maybe pop a few of those pills you have.
I'm going to say to everybody, look, we've got people who are not experienced riders. We're just going to walk the horses to where we need to get to. Okay? Nobody try galloping off into the future.
Unless it's essential for survival.
Unless it's absolutely essential for survival, and I'll let you know when that is. Believe me. There'll be high-pitched screaming.
There you go.
Voice is not that high.
It will be at that point.
All right. You start heading out of the barn.
Yeah. And
Roughly the same order as before, because otherwise I have to write it down again.
yeah, we'll have Dr. Roy bringing up the rear, but we'll have whoever's riding in front of him just taking the reins and pulling.
I was just gonna go, because I know a lot of you are experienced horse people in game, if not as much out of game. If you're worried about people like Dr. Roy and the drunk Montgomerys wandering off, you can keep a halter over the bridle and have someone hold an extra rein to their horses.
Yeah. We'll do
That.
precisely that thing.
I'll do the Montgomery horses.
I'll do Dr. Roy.
Thank you.
All right. In that case, I do want ride checks as soon as you're heading out of these stables.
Oh
In the
boy.
dark.
From everyone or from Jenna?
Everyone, but the people who have horses that are being guided can roll with advantage.
I have an extreme success.
As you do, which means the Montgomerys are okay as well.
Oh,
And Alita.
Yes.
nice.
I don't know if anybody grabbed Irie to help, but yeah, that happened.
I don't think anybody said they were helping you. No.
It's fine.
Alrighty. I'm missing a rule, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, because Dr. Roy was being led.
I
Let me
rolled
see.
mine.
Yeah,
It's Jenna that didn't
I
roll.
failed mine
Oh.
now. So.
Okay. For some reason, yours just won't come up here.
Yeah, that's
Are you in
but
our game?
Dr. Roy was allowed to roll with advantage because he's being helped.
So I just get to roll twice? I didn't know if there was
Yeah.
a different way to... Okay.
Yeah, that's why we're doing it.
Thank
That
God it's with
doesn't count.
advantage.
That doesn't count.
it was
Exactly.
protected.
Thank God
I
it's-
know,
yeah.
I know. We take the best one, which was still a fail.
What is it with you people? It's not that hard. Have you never ridden a horse before?
As you're yelling this
No.
behind you, you see Dr. Roy. He's either trying to like uncap a little bottle with some herbal pills and just sort of goes off the side. And as he is just sort of slowly, like it's just this slow motion disaster of this giant man slowly sliding off the horse. You get to this point of no return where you're trying to keep your upper body up with just your abs, but your legs are still going. He's reached that point. And as you're marveling at this sight, somehow this spooks Irene's horse, which staggers back a bit, which is just enough for you to go off the back. You've 2 people on the ground, and trying to maintain order. Reeves is already dismounting to go and help you. Captain Elliot moves to dismount to assist you all as well. Misjudges how to successfully swing his leg over the head of the horse. The horse throws his head up, and off goes Captain Elliot as well.
Oh, crying out loud.
Right, the horse
Marvelous.
said, "This'll work so well," they said.
Well, I don't see the problem. What's
There's a lot of
God.
horses skittering around right now. People, can I get dex checks from the fallen people to see if you're holding on
Yeah.
to reins or not?
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
think Dr. Roy got his like ankle still stuck in one of the stirrups. He's just...
Oh,
Oh boy.
I think you do, yeah.
grief. My horse is probably bolted.
Okay, barely.
Alrighty.
Oh hey, now we can see your roll. That's weird.
Oh yeah, this one came up. So weird when it does and it wasn't. Irene falls actually fairly gracefully and catches herself. There's some gravel in your arm from falling on it awkwardly, but you still have some gloves on, so you're a little protected. Dr. Roy actually also, I wouldn't say surprisingly dexterous. You're a fit man. You also managed to catch yourself a little less beautifully, but at least avoiding, injury. Captain Elliot and Billy, on the other hand,
I'm gonna
Take-
actually use luck points.
you can use, but that
I
would
would.
be about 27 luck points. That's a lot of luck. I mean, you can. I will not. I didn't see your ride roll. If maybe you would have been better off
No,
using
my
luck
ride-
points on that.
No, I wouldn't have been.
All right. I will do.
All right, never mind.
I'll be a nice DM and I'll tell you it's not that much damage because you're just falling off a horse, and the fumble wasn't a fumble because the fumble would have hurt. This is fine. This is only 8 damage. You're good.
Do all of us take 8 damage?
I know just the 2 people who failed
okay.
their dex checks.
I'm dead.
Dead?
Like, I'm below 0.
Oh, crap. But you have a doctor.
You have a doctor.
You have a doctor.
Captain
My
Elliot, I
doctor
think
just-
I'd really rather
Is Captain
walk.
Elliot dead?
Unconscious right now.
I
How?
feel like Dr. Roy's dusting himself off and he's like walking over to him.
I took 6 points of damage
Oh.
from that thingy, and then I took.
And nobody
another
fixed it.
Oh yeah, we still have to amputate it.
Yeah.
Captain Elliot, I think I'd rather walk. You going to get up? Or
As you
Captain?
stand over him, he looks like there's like this dent in his chest that wasn't there before, and he's not breathing that well.
Oh, good lord. Bring the lanterns. Come. I do not have my doctor's bag. Oh God. I'm just gonna try and make like medicine check.
I think it's just a medicine check. Yep.
Yeah.
Before we fell off the horse and banged my head.
Basically, there's some blood
With the
starting
blood,
from like
yeah.
under your hair. Reeves is already trying to stop the bleeding as well. He also has some medical training.
Does anyone have a bath?
Yes, I keep one in my pocket.
You mock, but my witch has a portable bath. That's not a good roll because that's a fail.
No.
I will point out that Lana has an advantage from last time someone gifted her. She might gift someone else to try and save one of her party members.
Oh yes, yes. Sure. My royal benevolence would love to.
Basically, you just go, no, you're not dying on me.
Captain Elliot, this is rude. Come on.
Incredibly
You're in
uncalled.
charge.
Awesome.
Are you a man of honor or not? Get up.
All right, try that medicine check again.
Oh. Dr. Roy's very inspired by this.
No, you clearly are.
Okay, I'll use luck on that one. Easy.
All right, you use luck on that one, and you see Reeves has the right idea. If you stop the bleeding at the back of his skull, the thing on his side doesn't seem to be too dangerous. He's gonna have a bitch of a headache, to use an understatement. You could do a very 1920s thing because you're assuming he's currently out because of the blow to his head, and even though there's some blood, his brain might be swelling, which is probably what would end up killing him. So you can either make like a tiny little hole in the skull and save his life, or like find an ice bath or something like that, you know?
Yeah. I think, yeah, he does that. I think also, since he doesn't have his doctor bag, I think he may have ripped off his sleeve in order to bandage his head.
Fair enough. Miss Stone was ready to rip off part of her trousers, but you beat her to it.
Maybe some other time.
All right.
I would have to be unconscious.
I think Dr. Roy can easily lift this man because he's not. I mean,
Yes.
and he just like holds him bridal style. I think he puts his little sword in his little belt and he just holds him, and he's like,
Little sword. Little.
Big sword.
it's little compared
It
to
was a
him.
Oh,
yeah.
this is
It's a
true.
broadsword. It's not that big.
Captain Elliot,
Yes.
please make me a con save, she said after she actually looked up the rules about hit points.
Hard success.
Oh,
Hard
yay.
success. You stabilize, which means you are, you were never actually dying.
Right. Okay.
So you are on a hit point.
Yippee!
Whoop, whoop.
Oh.
We can't travel like this. We've got to bring him back.
And we'll travel like this. We will die in that house.
If you put him on this horse, the jostling can make his brain knock against his skull and start swelling and bleeding.
Make me another medicine check to see if you can think of like on the spot treatment.
Never.
He has to go
Oh
back
my
to the
God.
house. There's
Got to
no
get back
other
to
way.
There's no other way for this.
There's no way we can stay in that house. He was adamant we should leave. He wouldn't want us to go back. Captain Elliot, come on. Wake up, man. Yeah.
Don't do that.
What?
Princess, please refrain from slapping him. I don't want to catch your wrist, but I will.
But it usually works.
Don't do that. He's sustained an injury to the head. If you turn it sharply, it could further injure his brain.
Oh, let me look at him. I've seen people fall off horses so many times.
That is probably true, actually.
Yeah, so I can make a medicine check, right?
Sure.
Yes, please.
You can.
It's it's not gonna work, but no,
No.
he's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sai, remind me,
Yep.
was Reeves trained in medicine?
Yes.
Was it Yeah, I'm trying to find what you sent me, but I don't know if it was medicine or first aid.
I think it would probably be more likely to be first aid, to be absolutely honest.
Oh, honesty, that might cost you your character. I love it.
I know,
But
but
point of order. I didn't know first aid was a thing, so maybe I would have known more first aid than medicine from seeing people fall off horses.
Fair enough. You know, I'm a benevolent DM.
I can re-roll that, right?
Sure.
Yeah, no.
She really does
Manage
slap
to
him there, huh?
injure yourself.
I slap
as
him.
you...
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I'm trying to help you guys. Why are you doing this to me?
I
I
also
know.
tried.
Oh.
I fully expected this character to die at some point.
Not with
So-
2 weeks left.
No, I don't want him to die.
But see,
Look, he
there are
still has a hit
certain
point.
things
I'm not going
out.
to make Princess Sophia's fumble cost him a hit point. What
Well,
happens is that she goes to slap him, Reeves intercepts her hand, and, you know, he's not being particularly gentle at this point in time. She actually suffers 3 damage from Reeves, preventing you from bitch slapping his owner to
How dare
death.
you?
I said owner, I did not mean owner.
English is hard.
I know.
English is hard.
I did not mean owner.
Yeah, you did.
Employer?
Reeves is
There
actually
we go.
a werewolf.
And
And
that
is-
would. He's the best boy in dog shape.
I will crawl back to my horse.
Yes, this is a little bit of wounded pride, but the rest of us are quite happy that Reeves interjected at that point. And he is helping Dr. Roy carefully lift Captain Elliot, like supporting his head and keeping the neck straight and being very sensible for 1924. Mainly things he learned on battlefields.
yeah, no, he's like fully like bridal style carrying him. You know what I mean? Got his
Yeah.
elbow in the crook of his neck, so it's stable.
All right.
This is the cover of the romance novel we've been waiting for.
It really is. Well, we have an artist in residence who could
I
be
gotta
drawing
drop
this
this one.
right now.
I gotta get on this one.
There will be much swooning.
He ripped his shirt off to do it, so it's got his chest hair shot and everything. You know?
I can just fix it. I mean, Captain Elliot has 1 hit point, so he's probably just weakly grabbing on to the side of your shirt and pulling it down a little. Yeah,
There we go.
There you go.
Wind blowing through his hair.
Go for
Yep.
it. Go for it.
The Montgomerys are on their horses going, are we not, what? Are we not leaving? I thought we were leaving. My horse. Yes?
Yeah. I assume I'm unconscious at this point.
No, well, 1 hit point, head wound. You're not unconscious, but you're currently not aware of where you are and what's going on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, the way they're carrying you makes you a little sick to your stomach, but
Yeah.
you know, dinner's a while ago, so you're keeping it down.
Okay,
You can hear, you know, when you're like pressing your head against a man's chest and you can just hear the reverb of the deepness in his voice and not super much the words. You know what I mean? That's how I'm picturing it. And you can smell his fucking cologne. It's like low key kind of cheap.
Yeah.
No, Captain Elliot is anything other than cheap.
No, Dr. Roy on the other
No,
hand.
Dr. Roy's
Dr.
cologne.
Roy.
Dr. Roy.
Look, listen. I'm going to level with you all. There's no way we're getting out of here. I don't think that whatever's keeping us here is going to let us leave. I think that the danger needs to be discovered and killed or slain or stopped in order for all of this terror to stop. I don't think that we're going to be able to just walk out of here. You saw the cars. The horses are throwing us off their backs.
Dr. Roy, the fact that you can't ride doesn't mean something is keeping us here. You should just hold on better. Well, that was just unfortunate. Things happen. I've been riding all my life, and the very accomplished riders have all fallen off once or twice.
So many things are just happening tonight.
Yes, indeed. So let's go. Everything is going according to plan. Some people are a little bit injured. Which reminds me, didn't we have to amputate something of Captain Elliot?
I was thinking about that myself, of taking advantage of this unconsciousness. But I certainly can't do it on horseback.
And you said you didn't have your doctor's bag. How are you supposed to do it?
Of course, we've got to go back.
Why didn't you bring your doctor's bag? I brought my coat.
He visibly rolls his eyes, visibly rolls his eyes.
I think we're all getting a little frustrated here, so let's calm down.
Okay, all things considered.
There's nothing we can do about that.
All things considered, it's kind of fair for us to be a little frazzled considering all that's happened tonight.
Yes.
Right.
So let's go away from the house with all the dead. Let's go away from the house.
Each other's not going to solve anything, so.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell, especially to you, Your Royal Highness.
Oh, that's fine, Doctor. I do respect you a lot. It's just the fact that you want to go back to the house with all the dead, murdered people in it.
Well, if it's a way to save Captain Elliot, I mean, unless we want to be riding with a potentially dead person.
1, 9.
Do we strap him on a horse and just pray that his brain doesn't jostle around and start bleeding?
Captain Elliot, hi. You want to go back? Would you like to go back to the death house? I don't think he wants to go back.
I don't think he knows what you're saying.
Captain Elliot, do you want to eat an excrement sandwich? He doesn't know.
I think we've already lost him. He's beyond help.
Look, I don't know what to do here. Our de facto leader seems to be unconscious. Here's what we need to do. We need to solve the mystery of what's going on, what's causing it, and stop it. Or else more people are going to die.
Or we could just not make it our problem and leave.
All right, let's just walk then.
Dr. Roy, can you make me a charm check?
Ah. If I can find it, I never can find anything in this. There we go.
It's under C for charm.
Nice.
Nice. You hear the Montgomerys go, "This was a foolhardy plan. Look at what happened to the poor captain. Also, I really don't feel fit to ride anywhere at all." And Miss Stone is already putting her horse back in the barn.
What about you, Jeeves? What's his name? Reeves?
Reeves is copyrighted or something. I don't know.
Jeeves is.
What do you think, Reeves? Is your man?
I just need him to live, ma'am.
Ma'am?
It's Dr.
Reeves, are you okay?
Doctor, my apologies.
Did Reeves get hit on the head as well?
I didn't go to medical school to be misgendered like this.
To be fair, you're beautiful with long lashes and everything.
And a doctor's beard.
Oh yeah, the doctor's beard. I'm sorry. It's because you didn't draw the beard this week.
I didn't do it. I know. I messed it up. I got it, and then I didn't do it.
I just need him to live, Doctor. He's frazzled, okay? employer, I almost said owner again. His employer just died in front of him.
All right. This is just a little much for me. I'm getting frazzled. I'm getting very stressed out. I don't want another person to die in front of me. It's very traumatic, and I don't feel like discussing this in royal therapy later. But
Perhaps you could give him another blood transfusion.
no, that is absolutely not what he needs. No.
He just needs a bath.
He just needs a bath. Let's go drop him in some water and hope for the best.
Throw a few leeches on his head.
Oh, the leeches. Let's go leech's finger. All right, I just start walking with him back to the house.
Is everyone going back?
Currently, everyone except for Alida, and actually, Alida is also quite docilely following them back towards the house.
No, God, no. Oh,
I'm sort of just following in the group because I don't want to be left alone.
I will throw a tiny tantrum because these peasants are not listening to me and I know best. And then I'll follow them back because I don't know how it's just apparently I outrank everyone, so I must stay with them.
Princess, frankly, if you want to go, no one's keeping you here.
Well, the Montgomerys are. I can't leave them here, and apparently they're just charmed by your intellect. So, you know what, Dr. Roy, you're in charge. Tell me what to do.
He gets like a panicked expression across his face.
Exactly what I was going for. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I have a plan. And it is.
What is it?
It is
it a
to
cunning
leech
plan?
this man's finger and heal
Yes. And how is that going to prevent us from being killed by maniacs?
Well, he digs around in Captain Elliot's like vest and pulls out a gun and he's like, I've got this. I know
Yes.
how to do this.
I will reach into my garter and get mine. So, what's your point?
So
Are we all just gonna start flailing guns in the
flailing
air?
them around. Very, very terrible muzzle awareness we all have. We stay together, we will be fine. Keep them on.
Oh yes. Remember the moment we stayed together on the stairs and people just poofed out of existence?
Staying together didn't work so well for the servants either.
All right. Well, what do you want to do, princess? You want to leave on the horses and get killed in the night by robbers and murderers and all sorts of con men out there?
Well, I can handle a few robbers. I can't handle a house where time changes and people get murdered en masse.
Miss Johnson, Miss McCown, you've got to break this tie here. I don't know what to do. I'm not a man of
Well, I just put you in charge. If you say we go, we go. But you seem to be not as, I don't know, solid in your opinions.
I'm a man of nuance. I can see all sides of all things. I have very nuanced opinions about everything. I don't take hard line, black and white things. It's just a little much to put on one man who's never had any leadership experience before. More of a, a researcher kind of doctor,
Okay, well, you didn't want to follow my leadership, so I'm putting it on you. It's a binary choice. Go back, go away.
Miss McCown, Miss Johnson.
I think you'll handle it just fine.
What? What'd you say?
I said I think you are a good leader. You just need to calm down. You're good. We'll go back, get the bag.
Right. All right. Let's get Miss McCown. Do you agree? You're going back.
Yeah. I mean, they're already heading off anyway, so we may as well go back to the death house. Let's go.
What do you want to do, Miss McCown? You want to walk out into the night?
I don't want any of that. No, I'd rather drive away, but apparently we can't do that.
Oh, we're trapped here. All right. What about that cipher that you had? Let's just go up and I'll try to heal Captain Elliot to try and get him back up.
So he wrangles the ghost from his past.
Yeah. Marches up the stairs, puts him down in his own bed, and then gets the leeches out, puts him on his finger. He's dabbing his forehead with a warm rag. He's got blankets. He's tucked him in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But he does leech that finger.
He does leech that finger. Make me another medicine check.
If this works.
I'm the worst doctor. Ever seen a worse doctor?
Okay, I will confess that when we started this game in session 0, I said it's not like D&D. You don't need all party roles to be fulfilled. I'm starting to think I should have pointed out to you that healers are good regardless of what you're playing.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we do have a healer. It's just a bad one.
He's just a bad healer.
He's not very good.
And you still put a good bit of points into it.
Yeah.
All things considering, it's just
Yeah.
starting with a 1 to get it up where it needs to be.
It's impressive, yeah. It's almost like medicine's hard.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Medical. I spent all that time at medical school. I may have retained some of the information, just not all of it.
If we are going back, I will try and look at Alida and see what's actually wrong with her.
She's currently staring blankly ahead.
Yeah, so it's more psychology than a medicine check. Or
I
something?
do have the medicine check. I mean, her pupils aren't tracking right, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but can I psychology check her? Is she herself?
You can psychology check her, of course.
I can fish for that because I'm better at that.
Of course you
Yes, I am better at that.
She, if you quiz her a little,
Yeah.
she seems to have forgotten most of being in England.
That has been a few months.
Yes.
Oh. But before everything's there?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I will tell her
Yeah,
that
she
she
seems
is
to be-
missing.
Penny, could you put the light back up again?
She seems to be sort of mesmerized by your jewels.
Thank you.
It basically thinks it's sparkle in the light. It's just sort of.
Yeah.
The light dances across them.
When she's done, I just want to do a thing real fast. When she's done fucking with Alida.
You're working with Captain Elliot.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
Right.
mean. I'm talking about. I just wanted to make.
Oh,
sure.
okay. No, do your thing. I am looking in her. I'm looking in
Oh,
her.
you're still
You're
okay.
looking deep into her eyes.
I want to go
Not
through.
around here.
I want to go through all of Captain Elliot's shit.
Sigh.
Yes.
Detail to us, Captain Elliot's shit.
What
Reeves
he's
is standing right there.
right. What he's actually got on him, he's got the pistol, which you're aware of.
Hmm.
There's a hip flask which is filled with whiskey. There's a signet ring which is worn on the left little finger. He's got a pocket watch in his waistcoat pocket, and in an inside pocket there's a small, slim leather case.
What's in the leather case? He opens it.
Looks to be files or tools, fine work tools. They look like files, that sort of thing.
Like jewelry kind of.
No.
Make me an intelligence roll.
Okay. That's one of the ability scores, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Upright.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! I know exactly what these are.
These are fucking lockpicking tools.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what these are.
You know what these are.
It's a set of lockpicking tools.
Very.
Are they nice?
They're
Yeah.
nice,
Oh,
and
they're very.
they're very nice. They're very well used, and they're very well taken care of.
Captain Elliot. He's like looking at them. He's kind of admiring the handiwork.
Reeves is just sort of. He started to move to take him away from you, but then thought better of it and returned his attention to Captain Elliot.
I want to say,
ice your head.
yeah, Dr. Roy's not taking anything. He's laying out all of his items neatly, like next to him in the bed. He's not taking anything. He's just like, right. Just trying to get a sense of who Captain Elliot is, what kind of a man he is.
Holistic medicine.
Exactly.
I've got.
How are
all
his
of
chakras
energy.
looking?
That's what I'm checking next. I'm checking his chakras. You see, this one's out of alignment, and you have to really
bang that one out in the bedroom, so we can't do anything about that right now. But we have to make sure everything's in place.
I can't wait for the fan art on that
The
one.
We already have the spin-off, The Doctor and the Princess, with the love triangle featuring an amnesiac Captain Elliot. You can't remember who loved him first.
Oh, there's enough to go around.
Right. Captain Elliot, can you hear me?
Huh?
All right. I'm just going to let you rest. He like puts his fingers on your eyelids to close them. That's medicine.
Go to sleep.
Puts a little like a little warm rag over his eyes, like a parakeet. Just go to bed. And he's gonna sit.
Just go to a parakeet.
Yeah, and he's gonna sit down and talk to Reeves.
All right. I'm sorry. I cannot count a warm rag as medicine.
It's holistic. Look, this is discrimination against alternative medicine and holistic treatment. That's what this is.
You did nothing for her chakras so far.
You're just discriminating.
You didn't even burn any sage.
You didn't. There's no sage. There's no Reiki. There's no crystals. There's no cleansing of auras. You know, I can judge alternative medicine, and you ain't even doing that right now.
The alternative medicine he's prescribing is sleep.
I don't think that's alternative.
Aren't you not just let people sleep when they
No,
hit
you're
the-
supposed to wake them up every hour.
wake them up every hour?
God, you're gonna kill him.
I'm so dead.
All right, Reeves. I'm going to try something a little risky, but I need your help. Would you be able to help me medically, assist me as a nurse of some sort?
Does it involve taking off his trousers?
You wish it did. Maybe later, but
Ooh.
So about this horror game we're playing,
I'm beginning.
We're
I'm
so
beginning to get a
scary,
little
guys.
concerned.
we're so terrified.
I thought this was that wasn't just like a really, really long intro to a gay porn. No.
Yeah, no. If anything,
Yeah.
it's bisexual. Anyway, Reeves is trained in some medical ability. Yes.
Can't hear you.
I muted myself. I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to bandage his head. I'm going to change the bandages on his head and make sure that the wound is healing correctly. I'm going to stitch up the wound that he busted his head in the back to make sure that he's not continuously bleeding. But I need you to like hold rags and like push the skin together so I can knit it up and, you know.
Stabilize his vertebra.
Right. Do all of the things that I know you know how to do, and hopefully it will be advantageous for me to have help in terms of this medical arrangement.
Yes.
the very best
You
of
get
luck.
advantage.
Now don't fumble. Oh, for bloody.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, advantage. You get two. You get two. Oh.
I need someone to make like a supercut of all of Dr. Roy's medicine checks across this game.
Has he ever made one?
No, not yet. Every single one has been thus far a fail.
No, I used luck on one.
I mean, doctor, how do you only have like 31 in medicine where I have 60 in writing?
Well, you see, it was a medical school I went to was like a write-in, you know.
Paint by numbers, yeah.
It was an alternative medicine school. You see, we studied holistic medicine.
Write my funeral speech for Captain X.
We knew him not so well.
Look, I tried. I really tried.
I
Don't
know,
worry.
dear. I know.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm just.
I was hoping to go out in a slightly more spectacular fashion than falling off a horse, I have to say.
No, I'm the killer, guys. It's me. I'm killing everyone. Prophetess.
This is great. You're one of my NPCs, and we don't even know yet.
Oh, you
I'm a
played the
plant.
long game.
The DM planted me in to actually kill all of them. So you're next, princess. No,
Hey!
it's arsenic.
No, I do have to have a little word with you about your briefing because you were supposed to kill with the most sanity.
Yeah, shit. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Well.
I'm even incompetent at that. So here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Break time.
It is almost break time, and I, for one, need a break after this. I would like to end this on a sanity check for Dr. Roy, because you have lost not only faith in the world, but it's starting to go to faith in yourself.
And let's face it, you've lost 2 patients.
Yeah.
You're still on a hit point, but yes, you're not doing well.
Teetering towards.
I see that's the thing. You don't feel bad.
Oh,
about it.
there you
He's like,
go.
"Look, I've done all I can
Remember,
do."
guys, we're past the halfway mark. You're currently rolling for half damage.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So that's we round up because it's Cthulhu. 4 sanity points gone.
Well,
As your hands shake while you're trying stitches on a man who is not quite unconscious, and it still hurts, so he's still moving around a little. It's also not that clean. You put the leech on the wrong finger. You're just, this is not your moment. And with that amazing image of Dr. Roy putting leeches on the finger next to the stricken one, we're going to go to break. With a final shout out for Roll20, who is not only our sponsor, but in some cases, our doom.
the real killer here is real.
Really providing us all the entertainment here.
Yeah, the real enemy was Roll20 all along, but we still love them for it.
It's all good.
I think we're saying 15 minutes? Ish. Always ish. Never a tight deadline. 15 minutes ish. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a Tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or Tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
welcome back to Call of Cthulhu, a horror comedy, as we've just decided to rebrand to a more accurate description of what happens here. Last we left off, we have a barely coherent Captain Elliot on 1 hit point, a doctor who has yet to succeed in medicine role, and is I'm just not gonna finish the rest of that sentence. I shouldn't kick you when you're down.
A doctor who's doing his best. That's what you've got.
I was gonna make some air quotes around doctor and trying and stuff.
Seriously, what's your name? Kevorkian?
I'm not a doctor, I'm a pool guy. Sorry. And 3 of their female companions, if we're just gonna stick with a Doctor Who theme here, and a number of confused guests who have been sort of half followed you up the stairs because they don't want to go back into the ballroom and be abandoned again, and it's a very crowded bedroom. I'd like to know, other than I'm Reeves is hovering over Captain Elliot. And I'd like to know what the rest of you are doing. As Dr. Roy, after trying to stitch up a head wound with very much shaking hands, and the skin isn't quite holding together, like it's already peeling back again. Reeves
is there any chance that Reeves has got more experience sewing up minor contusions and wounds than the good doctor here?
In general, I wouldn't know, but specifically on your body, yes. I mean,
okay.
Before you make dirty faces, Princess Sophia, they met in the army.
Yeah.
That's where they usually meet, yes.
Hey, listen, I was in the army for 7 years. I'm gonna tell you something. What happens downrange stays downrange.
There you go.
Exactly.
And so, I actually typed it to the wrong person before. I was trying to figure out what kind of score Reeves would have, because I don't have a sheet for him.
The honest answer is probably like he would have a reasonably high first aid, and I'm wondering whether or not the ability to just stitch a small wound would fall under first aid rather than under medicine.
I'm perfectly happy to let him try first aiding.
Okay, well, his first aid would probably be around about.
Should we just give him a
50-60?
50-60.
60.
Army medics, man.
Oh, if he was a medic in the army, it should be. I mean, they're equal to like a you get an EMT license as soon as you go to school, so they would be equal to
1924.
I don't know about that, but I'm just telling you.
It was mainly army medic in the 1920s was 1914, 1918 was mainly stretcher carrying and amputation and telling people doing bandaging. Telling people that by the time you had the shits, you were too late because everybody died of dysentery.
To be fair, if you can amputate, you can stitch.
Technically untrue, but I'll let him roll with a 60.
If you can successfully amputate.
Hey, well, hold on. He stitches up his shirts all the time. Okay, just saying.
I'll let him roll with a 60. Or I will roll for him with a 60. And let's see if roll 20 hates me as much as it hates you, or if it's just Captain Elliot who needs to bite it according to this program. I'm sorry. It's.
He wants to kill you.
Yeah, I think roll 20 just wants Captain Elliot done for.
Yeah.
I am truly sorry, but
it's all right. Don't worry. If I'm toast, I'm toast. It's one of those things.
But I don't want him to die. He was such polite company.
I don't particularly want to die either, but unfortunately, if that's the way.
I think at this point, there's like, if you have like a nice little DM screen and privacy, there's this thing called fudging, but Roll20 makes that a little difficult. And I think with all the current medicine, first aid, fumbles, failures, it's just you're in bed and
we're just poking at your head.
You're just poking. It hurts like hell. You wish they'd leave you alone so you could go back to sleep.
Yeah.
They roll you back over.
I mean, I'll just kind of wave them off and just. Uh-huh.
Another unsuccessful medicine check onward. It's eerily quiet in this room. Like nobody's actually, even the Montgomerys are quiet. I would like spot checks from the 4 conscious people.
My spot checks always go so well. Oh, I thought if I like
I
took your
all the
dog away.
things.
You're still really good at this.
Yeah, but only this.
Oh, yes.
But
tried
I'm
to-
good at this. I am good at this.
I'm really good at this.
The two of you are amazing at this. Jenna and Billy and Sophia both noticed that Miss Stone is gone. And you also notice that Alida has something in her hand.
Darling, what's that? Hand it to me.
It looks a lot like that rock you put in a teapot before.
No. Alida, are you okay? Doesn't put it down, please. Does it hurt? Are you okay?
She doesn't put it down. She holds it in her hand. She sort of curls it to her chest a little more.
Darling, this is dangerous. Please put it down.
But it's pretty.
I know, but it made Captain Elliot lose half of his hand when he touched it before.
No, but I'm fine, see?
You aren't fine. You lost months of your memories, and you're holding something very dangerous. Can you please just listen to me and put it down?
Okay. I really want to.
No, I know.
She just sort of puts it on the floor directly between her feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick it away from.
Where did you find this?
You're kicking it away?
Yeah.
Okay. It sort of scatters across the floor, like underneath one of those chest of drawers.
Alida, where did you find this? How long have you had it? Come on.
Don't know.
It just appeared.
All? No. I mean, I had it. And it hurt a little, and then it didn't hurt at all anymore. And it's pretty.
Where did it hurt?
Well, where I grabbed it.
Can you show me?
I did. See? It doesn't look like it hurt.
Doesn't it?
It really doesn't. Her hand's fine.
Wow. That's interesting. But how did it feel when it did hurt?
Like really cold.
Yeah?
And then kind of like it burned.
Why didn't you drop it?
Because it didn't hurt for very long. It was very nice, and I thought maybe if I kept it, I could bring it to a jeweler and you could make a necklace out of it.
Oh, that's so sweet. But, you know, a maid downstairs lost, like, her whole arm touching one of that. Well, she's dead now, so I think she's fine. But the thing is, people have...
think she's dead, so she's fine.
Well, the rock didn't kill her.
No!
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to be very serious here.
I know, and just she's dead, so she's fine just doesn't add up somehow, you know?
It's all peasants. It's fine.
It's one of those things when two people are dead, like, I'm sure they're together now, they're fine. Like, no, they're dead. Okay, never mind, carry on. Serious moment with your maid, my apologies.
Okay, yeah. No, I lost my train of thought. And you just had it? Or you found it?
I think I found.
Yes, because when I found you, you were holding another person's dog and were not holding the pretty rock.
No, but I did find it outside.
You found it outside?
Yeah.
Do you remember where you did?
Just in some fancy bushes.
Okay. Darling, do you not remember coming to England? Do you not remember anything more? Okay. Can you try maybe not picking up anything? Even if you think it's really pretty and you want to give it to me, I just want you to be safe. You know I do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's just really weird that it didn't hurt you. Okay.
Billy, can you make me an intelligence check?
Intelligence?
Curious, said Alice.
Was that before or
that's
after
at
she
the
was
top,
late for
right?
tea? Top right.
Right around the time she took the hallucinogenic drug.
Yeah, that's the one. Because Princess Sophia's very much focused on her maid, they didn't pay much attention to the rock as you kicked it away. And before you kicked it, when you heard the princess and Captain Elliot describe this, when you found out they put it in a teapot in a pan
With the
note on it, they described it as shiny and almost like there was liquid oil across the surface.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
distinctly not shiny. It is very dull. It's almost like it's absorbing light.
Okay. All right.
That's not good.
Maybe it's not the same thing. Maybe there's two different artifacts. Because that one definitely doesn't look like what you and Captain Elliot described.
Well, we never did determine that the rock was the artifact to be certain, but
Right. I mean, we just assumed since it hurt Captain Elliot.
it is it's a fair assumption.
Well, you're free
Right.
to go and touch it, but I'll stay here with the leader, and I will just give her a really, really, really big hug. And as I'm really big, she'll kind of disappear for a second.
Yeah. Briefly covered.
Well, I think the other problem is it seems like Miss Stone has disappeared.
That woman is quite stubborn and does her own thing, so she's either dead or fine.
Okay.
Or both, apparently.
I mean, I think we should be concerned because what if this is like earlier when people were disappearing? Maybe she didn't just walk off.
Well, I put Dr. Roy in charge of all big decisions, so Doctor, what shall we do?
Shut up, everyone shut up. He's getting worse. He's not breathing right. Oh god.
You tried giving him whiskey?
Yes, I tried that.
I mean, we haven't tried the bath yet.
Great, now they're gonna drown him.
I'm gonna I guess I have to do another medicine check.
Oh no!
I don't know. Would I shoot him? I don't know.
What are you trying? Okay, for one,
Physically do. Okay.
if you're trying to do a check, you've tried several times. You have to tell me what you're doing differently this time, so you can sell me on this idea.
Okay, here's what I do.
I'm starting to think that maybe at this point in the game, I should remind you that there is such a thing as pushing a roll.
What's
Which
that?
means if you fail, you up the stakes of your roll and you get to try again. But then if you fail after a pushed roll, it has even worse consequences. And I'm not saying you should do this, because that would be like advocating murder. But especially with things like dex checks or your 7th medicine check, there is such a thing as pushing rolls.
So, he seems to be kind of losing consciousness a little bit. So I'm gonna roll him onto his side. Okay, I'm gonna tuck one of his
I'm
arms.
sorry, there's just such excellent method acting next to you.
I'm gonna roll him onto the side. I'm gonna tuck one of his arms under his head so that he can't drown in his own vomit. I'm going to tuck one of his knees out so that he can't, go to the back. It's the safest.
It's the recovery
It's
position.
the recovery position, exactly. I'm gonna put him in the recovery position, all right? And I'm going to make sure that he can breathe, and I'm gonna tilt his head up and make sure that his breath is better, and I'm gonna snap in front of his eyes and not let him lose consciousness. And I'm gonna do a little sternum rub, make sure that he can't fall asleep.
Excellent. You can make a medicine check again.
All right, guys. Here we go. I got this. Time to die. I can luck that. I can luck that shit. There you go. I'm gonna luck that.
Yes.
Yes.
Look it.
I'm a lucky doctor. The good doctor,
All right.
the lucky doctor is.
Clearly.
Hang on. What was it again? 1d3.
1d3.
I'll just roll a d6 and half it because I'm a lazy bastard.
So 1 coming. 2.
4, so 2 hit points, which puts you on 3.
Yippee!
But at least you're semi-awake.
Am I practically conscious now?
Yes, you are.
Oh, fantastic! And
The
I've got a
it's
splitting
basically
headache.
the sternum rub that brings you back, and as you open your eyes, you look into the anxious but oddly beautiful eyes of Dr. Roy with really long lashes.
Very well
He
kept.
charmed him back to life.
You did.
Made kissy noises in his general direction.
Kiss the girl. Ooh, la, la.
Oh, Captain! You're awake! Dr. Roy made us come back. It wasn't my idea. I tried to stop them.
What happened?
You fell off.
your horse and nearly died. So, Captain.
Yeah, I said we should have just gone further, but they were like, no, the captain will
You
die.
have an impressive
fine.
headache.
Yeah, I was.
I will point out that Miss Johnson, when you originally found Lady Dorsey's corpse, Miss Johnson ransacked the bathroom, and there were some interesting non-holistic, non-herbal medicine options in there.
Well, I have a non-holistic, non-herbal anesthetic in
Yes.
my bag.
I didn't know if you took all of it, or it was just
Oh no.
you described it as a pick-me-up. I don't know how much you carry.
Enough.
I can't tell if you're talking about crack or whiskey.
Yes.
I'm going to go. I'm going to.
Reeves is
Slowly
handing
get
you
up.
your big bag.
I'm going. I assume that there's a dresser somewhere over
Yes, there is. Somewhere near
Dr.
the
Roy's-
baying hounds.
You're in Dr.
Right.
Roy's room.
In Dr. Roy's room, but Reeves has collected at least the important bag.
here. Yeah, good. And I'm going to cut myself to. Before it was just a small amount to keep me awake. Now I'm doing a lot to basically buzz the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was a
And-
very full room,
and
so
need-
you all see how Captain
and-
Elliot
and needs to
snores
tu-
a year's worth of Colombian.
That's very fashionable.
That was going to be my next prescription. Very well. Very well.
And I am anesthetizing. My entire head is now numb.
Yes. The headache is gone, and you feel oddly energetic.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Right.
we're going a little bit towards manic, but that's currently very understandable.
Right. And I assume that I can see on the bed all my bits have been laid out.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to collect my bits back up again. I'll put the ring back on, put the watch back in, put the
As you
case
pick up
back into my
as you
pocket.
pick up the case, Dr. Roy's
How-
making eye contact with you.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. Tools of a former trade.
Oh yes, fine tools. I didn't realize you trained as a jeweler, Captain.
I had been in military intelligence.
Indeed. Some of us have pasts that include many kinds of trades.
Well, let's just say I learnt a few things when I was in the army.
Indeed. And I learned a few things in America, eh?
I'm sure you did.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, old sport. You really had us worried there for a minute.
Better? No. Alive?
That's better than the alternative to putting you on the back of a horse, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's try and gather everybody back up again, otherwise we're going to start losing people.
Oh, we tried that. People are wandering off again.
Apart
Yes.
from Miss Stone, most people stuck around.
Yes.
Okay, well...
We did. We lost Miss Stone.
I'm not going to lie to you all. I don't trust anyone except for the Montgomerys, who are simply too incompetent to be doing anything sinister. No offense, Lord and Lady.
no,
None taken, darling. They're both sipping from flasks.
Lady Montgomery, you've had enough. Just take a break for an hour, have a glass of water, then start over again.
It's just a little pick-me-up to get through the night, darling. It's just also awful.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Awful. Captain Elliot, if you do take a pick-me-up, at least just not...
I've had a very bad day.
I know, but we must keep decorum.
Don't worry, it was a prescribed medicine, eh? There, Captain?
Indeed. The doctor has written me a note. Trust
Yes,
me.
I don't mind you taking it. It's just that's ladies present.
What, do they want some?
They want a bump?
Well, yes! I thought you'd never offer!
Here's a rolled up 50 there, princess. Go ahead.
Don't look at me like that, Adna. You know my brother has...
in which case I'll pull out the ounce, put it down.
You have an
Anybody
ounce?
who wants some is...
No,
We planned for an evening, okay?
Captain, ladies don't snort. I'll just rub a bit on my gums. It's fine.
That's what I did for my daughter when she was teething.
Awesome.
Oh, I'll put a bit on Alita's gums as well. See if she snaps out of it.
There you go. There
She
you
really
go.
doesn't.
There you go.
She doesn't. For fuck's sake! Did she even respond to my hug?
Not really, no.
That'll make me a little bit unnerved.
Fair enough. I was about to ask Captain Elliot if he felt that being dead and not so gently nursed back to the land of the living.
Slapped back to the land of the living, honestly.
I didn't slap. Reeve stopped me.
Yeah, you hurt your hand.
Rubbed back then.
Would that constitute a sanity check?
A failed one.
That's.
Oh,
I need to stop critting on you.
That's what keeps it interesting.
Okay, Captain Elliot almost died and now he's going insane.
To be fair, there are extra rules in Call of Cthulhu that make you lose sanity faster if you do a lot of drugs. So maybe Roll20 knows about that rule and is like feeding it to us.
Apparently.
That manic glint in his eye might not just be the cocaine.
Oh, I still have your gun, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on to it.
Not
I think,
anymore.
yeah. We should make sure he has no more weapons. And
What kind of... Oh, Captain, what kind of weapon is that? Would you mind if I see it really fast? It's such a beautiful craftsmanship of a barrel.
At this point, at 28 sanity, I'm starting to get paranoid, and there's no way I'm giving my weapon up.
Oh,
No
right, that's fine.
way on earth.
I don't know how to shoot those things at all.
No. You sort of ask for it, I just look at you and like look down and look back at you and go, yeah.
All right.
And I'll holster it. But I'm going to keep it.
Of course. Well, let's figure out what's going on, shall we, so that we can stop this murderous,
whatever.
Whatever's happening. Thank you, Miss Johnson. Eloquently put. I think.
Doctor, I don't want to be mean, but you were scared of a horse, and now you want to go stop whatever's killing dozens of people.
All right. Well, first of all, horses have very big teeth and very strong legs. Second of
Do you
all,
think that the servants died?
well,
not by
teeth.
horse.
not by a horse. Because they were smart and they didn't.
I mean, that's technically accurate.
Listen, I just want to get this over with. We just got to figure out who's behind it. My suspicions lie with Mr. Connor and Miss Stone doing something, perhaps leading a convalescence of people to murder the higher-ups in the society. And I, frankly, am not a part of the society enough to want to die for it. So, Ms. McCown, Ms. Johnson, I think that you will agree this is not our cup of tea, this aristocracy here.
Oh, so you're saying that
yeah.
everyone's here to kill me because I'm the top of society right here.
Exactly, and we don't want to have that happen, Princess.
We don't want to be stuck in the middle of that.
Well then,
Yeah, no.
I'll just leave. Alita, come, we're going.
That did not
She
do well
doesn't-
the last time.
She
Alita.
doesn't. She just sort of sits there. She's she's like on the floor, grabbing under the chest of drawers that the bit of stone rolled
Looking for
under.
the rock.
Leave that silly rock. We're leaving. People are scared they're dying because of me. So
No,
I'll just leave.
No, I don't think that's the case. I don't think this has got to do with us. I think
I don't
this
think
is to do with
you're
Lady
feeling
Johnson.
very well.
Oh, I feel absolutely fine.
He looks great.
Oh,
This is my
actually-
professional opinion. He looks great.
That reminds me, Captain Elliot,
Yeah,
you're on 28, right?
yeah.
Can I have an intelligence roll?
Oh, certainly. Oh, come on now. Come on. Intelligence. Success.
Success. You sound
Yeah.
cheerful, but that's actually the worst option.
No.
Basically, you recognize the full significance of what is happening to your mind rather than being blissfully ignorant with what is going on in your head. You
Right.
are currently experiencing a bout of madness, as they call it.
Right. Psychotic break.
A
Yum,
psychotic
yum, yum.
break. I will give you some details in chat in a bit because they have different options and it's more fun if the people have to figure out through your roleplay what the hell's going on with you. It does have somewhat of an upside because as long as this bout of madness lasts, you cannot lose more sanity points.
Ooh, fancy.
So
Stay mad the whole
briefly,
game.
I think you have an option for temporarily insane in your character
I do.
sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are currently in insanity phase 1, as they call it so lovingly in this book. And I'll text you some details.
Lovely, jubbly.
I am actually physically pulling Alita up and leaving because people don't want us here, think we're the reason people are dying, and I wanted to leave anyway, and this is all futile.
All right.
Very,
all right.
very much depending upon what I get rolled in the next few minutes will determine how I react to that.
I know.
All right,
Irene's gonna just kind of cross her arms and watch the princess leave, throwing a temper as she throws her temper tantrum.
All right. Princess,
No,
listen.
I'm not throwing a tantrum at all. This is just the best option, I think. You all feel
right,
much better.
I think that we were all called here for a reason, and we need to be honest with each other about what. All right. All right. I think we've all been here for a reason. I think that we've all been called here for a reason, and we need to start being honest with each other. Hi, my name's Johnny fucking Marquez. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh.
I can't really understand. What?
Look, we got to figure this out at some point, and I just don't feel like putting on this damn act anymore. Jesus.
Huh?
So,
All
are
right.
you not even a doctor?
What had you not guessed by now?
I don't believe that. I've never been out of it.
Well, I'm so confused. Like, what just happened there?
Look. All right. My name's Johnny Marquez. I'm a man of dubious actual qualifications who sells bullshit pills on the market to high-class British gentlemen in order to make a buck. All right? I think.
This explains your lack of social skills. This all makes sense.
I wouldn't say that. I have actually excellent social skills. In fact, fooled you all. So, hey, Miss McCown, I think I recognize you. A couple of the bars.
Well, see, that's the thing. Since we're gonna be sitting here giving some confessions, yeah, no, Miss McCown ain't my name.
No, you're my sister.
What?
Ooh, well.
No.
Is that
No, you are my sister. I knew you weren't Mukam.
Oh.
No, Elizabeth Price, from Manhattan.
Ooh, fancy.
No.
You living the high life up there in Manhattan, eh?
Well, yeah, you know, fell into the nightlife jazz scene, got in with the wrong crowd.
Sounds about right. What about you, Miss Johnson? You really an archaeologist? You out here dusting for bones and
No,
stuff?
that's my other sister.
You got two
These are my
sisters
sisters.
now. Oh,
I don't.
okay.
Oh,
I have.
really?
I don't understand how you got here, but these are my sisters. I heard your voices earlier. What the hell is going on?
Edna, hand me your flask, dear. Captain, drink this. This must make you feel better.
We're adding booze to the uppers. This is going to end real well.
Nah, I don't think you should drink that. I think you should drink some water.
Oh, yes, because you're a doctor and you know better.
Look, I may not have been to medical school exactly, but I have been rubbing elbows with a lot of doctors lately, so I do know the basics, if we're honest.
Yes, and a man who thinks that people he's met today are his siblings must be intoxicated some more because his clear mind is not doing him any favors.
Yeah, I think he needs to go to sleep.
Yes, hence the alcohol.
You know, now that you mention it, Johnny, I remember
Hey.
you. I've heard really liking to go after those rich people.
I love it. I love it. I love scamming rich people out of their damn money. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy those virility pills there, the Lord Montgomery. It's just basil, my friend. Anyway.
He looks super confused. Virility pills?
Yeah. Look, here's what...
And Edna just sort of looks super disappointed at this little jar in her clutch.
We gotta
it goes lovely with tomato, darling. Give it to the chef.
What do we all have in common?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that list, remember the list of names?
Yeah.
Your name and my name were both on it.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I
Mhm.
didn't like that very much.
Mm-mm.
What about Blue? Who's here Blue? You a Blue, Johnson? Are you a Blue princess?
Well, I'm colloquially blue-blooded, but... Yeah, I think that's super too, but that's what people say.
Yeah, I gotta get the expression. Captain? Is your last name Blue?
No, my last name is Elliot.
All right, and these two are Elliot too? Sister Elliot too?
Penny and Poppy.
Penny
Elliot.
and Poppy, got it. All right, Penny, Poppy, keep that straight. That's what we're rolling with right now, apparently.
All right.
All right.
Make little name tags.
All right, Penny and Poppy.
Poppy.
All right, there you go, Poppy. All right, we're gonna keep Penny and Poppy real safe, Captain. All right, you don't gotta worry about it. I got you.
Tremendously good.
Good. As long as you feel safe and Penny and Poppy feel safe, I'm happy, you know?
Well, okay, but this changes nothing. I'm still leaving because these people are... Yeah, why would I stay here with people?
We really should stick together.
We
though.
need to figure out like the connection, like why we're being targeted here.
I gotta agree with Johnny here.
I'm usually just invited because people want to up the status of their party.
Yeah, but do you have any kind of like backdoor dealings with Miss Dorsey or what does face?
No.
You didn't do anything
No.
in your past, princess?
Well, nothing relevant, no.
Nah, well, we don't know what's relevant at this point.
Well, apparently running with the gang doesn't seem very relevant either, but here I am.
Hey, you ran with the gang too?
Mm-hmm.
You did some work for them, yeah. Well, Miss Johnson,
Cool.
you discover anything crazy that you shouldn't have maybe? Like, one of the
Roman dudes was actually Mexican, and we can't have non-white people in the paintings or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that seems like some shit that these people would want to cover up. I'm just saying. He's drinking openly now. He's done. Done with it. Done.
Well, I mean, Captain Elliot was.
Why don't you go back to your drink?
No, Miss Johnson. Dr. Roy isn't Dr. Roy. Miss McCown isn't Miss McCown. Captain Elliot was actually Secret Service. What are you that you're not on first sight?
Do you work at the Smithsonian?
What? Excuse me?
The Smithsonian, wasn't that where you were supposed to be working at?
I worked in France. I was working in France. But
for them is what I mean. Didn't you say you traveled there from?
Yeah, I did.
And that's the truth, huh?
That's the truth.
You can roll psychology.
Yeah,
believe her.
Yeah. I'm a roll psychology.
Ooh, and I oop.
Oh, bitch!
Wow.
Oh, bitch! Are you though?
Secrets.
Are you though?
Ladies, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. She's an archaeologist, and she worked for the Smithsonian.
You know what? I think
I am an.
All right.
I am an archaeologist. I have not told any lies about that.
No, but what did you lie about?
I haven't told any lies about anything.
What about your boy, Jacques Marc? What the hell was his name?
Nathaniel.
I just assumed it was French, I guess.
I don't know. Nathaniel may have had his own secrets now. I don't know about that. We were work colleagues, and that's it. So whatever he did in his free time, that's on him.
Did he ever take any interest in your work or ask to take over a certain kind of dig or something? What the hell do archaeologists do?
Sell to any black market sort of people, sort of a thing.
I mean, we weren't missing anything from any of our digs. It's not like any of the antiques or discoveries went missing.
What's your specialty in archaeology? You specialize in weird cephalopod looking ass rocks?
No,
I swear to God, Johnny Marquez is gonna kill me.
I love him.
I was so ready to switch accents. I've been ready. That's why the British accent.
Most of the stuff we find are from, stuff left over from when there were forts and it was wars and I don't know what.
Okay. I'm already falling asleep a little bit.
Billy, make me an intelligence check.
Ooh.
And I'm hoping I'm remembering something correctly. Because again, I don't take notes, so I might be wrong.
Says.
Oh, that's good. I don't. Hasn't shut up. If I remember correctly, there was a time when you were in a ballroom and you collected some things from a cabinet, a bit of paper.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yes. Do you recall what it said?
I don't.
Because it may have been a shipping manifest from the Smithsonian. Maybe.
Was it?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look in my bag. See, I put it in my bag, so we'll see if it's
Of course you do. You're a woman. You don't have pockets.
no pockets.
Good job, Poppy.
I have my tailor add pockets to every dress.
Oh, look, I've just found this really important clue in my bag.
She's not the only one with valuable clues in her bag. I hate all of you.
Actually, what I will do is that I am going to make a point of putting away my gun, and when I open my bag, I see the piece of paper in there, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, guys. Check this out. I found it in one of the cabinets in the ballroom.
There we go. That's the kind of
earlier
honesty I think
tonight.
is gonna help. This is what I'm talking about. All right.
I don't know what it has to do with this, but
I've been absolutely. I haven't told anybody any lies since I've been here.
Well, me neither.
Really, I'm not convinced.
Well, what do you think I lied about?
Well, I don't know. I don't know shit about Dutch royalty.
Well, it's very
maybe
easy.
you're not really Dutch royalty.
Nah. People treat her too good. She's not that good at running a long con like that.
Yeah.
The way she treats people, you know what I mean? She has that highfalutin, snooty shit. You can't make that up. You just born into that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, bread is more the word we use, but
Yeah,
yes.
bread like a prize dog.
Well, no, my mother's really disappointed in how I look, so no. But yeah.
You got a good look to you. I wouldn't kick you out of bed. Just FYI, in case you were wondering, you weren't, but just wanted to.
Thank you, I guess.
Boy, being a
How does one communicate with people?
coming out as American for you people is the most freeing thing I've ever.
No, at least I stuck with the American thing from the get-go.
Yeah,
There's a reason none of y'all have actually seen a Miss McCown live, so
well, do you sing? Do you at least sing?
yeah, no, that part's true. That's how John. Have you ever heard of Johnny Thorne?
Who?
Johnny Thorne.
No, just roll. Just make it intelligence.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Johnny Thorne.
I think I've been on this side of the pond a little too long.
Then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Can I keep an eye on Alida because she was groping for the stone?
No, she's like, she can't really get to it because it's one of those pretty low chests, and at some point your wrist gets stuck. So she's trying to hoist up this chest, but she was
Alida,
pretty
darling,
small.
stop that, please.
Can Johnny Marquez just lean on it, like with all
Yeah.
250 pounds, just real casually?
Do you
leaning
do
on the
this
dresser?
before or after she puts her hand back under it? Are you
Before-
crushing her hand?
No, no. Just as she starts
Harming
to pull
harming people was part of your doctor persona. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but I can't.
Listen. All right. So let's get. So we
Look.
don't have any connections.
We're
don't
in a
know-
house and we're in danger.
Yeah.
You're in danger. You shouldn't move.
Well, I feel fine now.
Oh, yes. Just wipe the blood off your neck and
No, we
stiff
got
up a
Poppy.
lip.
We got Poppy and Pepper. We're good.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
leave.
Did you say pepper?
Is it Pepper?
Yes.
Captain Elliot, I tried leaving. These people wanted to come back. We can't go there and back and there and back. This is the theme of our lives.
All right.
To be fair, I gotta say he had a good point. Maybe rattle his brains a little bit. So
Also, there and back again is trademarked.
I didn't say again.
That's Back to the Future. You're thinking of Back to the Future.
No, it's the one with like the hobbits and the hairy feet.
yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
supposed to say hobbits, halflings.
But we're not supposed to speak about the royal family that way.
All right.
Well, you can't help it.
When Miss Johnson and I disappeared for a minute, did y'all like find any secret passageways? I'm convinced that there's something that we're missing. Where is Miss Stone going? Where's Mr. Connor gone? Like, they've been gone for hours and we haven't been able to find them. There's gotta be something that we haven't found yet. We need to go find it, kick in the damn door, knock the fucking head off, and say stop. That's what we need to do, in my humble onion.
So good luck with that.
If we'd found some kind of secret passage, then I would agree this is probably a good idea. However, in the absence of a secret passage, and frankly, in some severe doubt as to whether or not we're all going to survive this evening, I suggest we try and make ourselves as safe as possible.
There's a suit of armor in there if you want to dress up.
Well,
Yeah, this whole staying safe thing's worked out real well for those servants downstairs. So, staying in groups and all that, is it really
Exactly. Come on, Alita, we're leaving. Darling, come on.
Right, Reeves.
All right, well, write me in your will real fast before you go. Because if you go out there
Sadly,
alone-
nothing she owns is actually hers. It's all belonged to the crowd.
It all belongs to the family. I'm sorry.
She's got nothing. Nothing.
Well,
Right.
that's a disappointment.
I'm gonna try and stand up. How woozy am I?
If you are woozy, you can't tell. There's
Excellent.
enough
Stimulants.
stimulants in your system that you do actually feel pretty good. I mean, you're 3 hit points, but you feel pretty good.
Okay, well,
Can I stipulate that I did not put the horse back into the stables nicely and just brought him to the house? Because I didn't want to have Edna walk.
Perfectly fine.
Good, so I have a horse.
right.
There is a horse outside.
Yes, come on, Alita, we're going on a horse. I will go downstairs.
You
Fuck
go
all of
downstairs.
Fuck all of you!
Well, she's dead.
You go
Will
downstairs
swear at-
shouting,
Yeah.
"Fuck all of you!"
No, I will swear in Dutch.
I can't.
Short as
I
fuck.
can't let her go on her own.
But you
Oh.
can.
And you will.
Really
You
should stay
can.
together.
Oh my god. If I die on this side of the continent because of royalty, shoot me before I die, all right?
Look, I can't even.
Liz.
Yeah, that's what most people who are familiar with me call me anyway. So
I'm gonna follow the princess.
Yeah, we're going.
Yep.
Didn't ask you to, I'm just
Okay.
leaving.
I will follow behind.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I let you go on your own.
I don't want to exhume
Yeah,
this
we
corpse.
I don't
Uh,
think you'll be able to
Split
live
up. We
anyway.
definitely need to stay together.
Yes.
Reeves is again unquestionably behind you. The Montgomerys behind,
I'm gonna
but a
kind
little
of take.
further behind.
I'm gonna sort of take him to one side just a little bit and just say, when this wears off, I'm gonna feel quite rough. Just keep an eye out. There's some very weird shit going on here. Just, I'll watch your back and you watch mine,
As always, sir.
and I'll go back to the group. Right, let's get the flock out of here.
My dear people, I was leaving to get to let you do your own thing. I'm not suggesting you all follow me. Apparently, some of you think it's your duty to keep me safe. I'm very, very well aware that you feel that way, but it's not the case. Just let me go. And anyone who wants to battle the shadows, enjoy yourself. It's not on you if I die.
No, I'm to be honest, it was my idea to leave this place in the first place. So I'm not.
I know.
particularly
Can you
on
please tell the formerly Dr. Roy that I didn't want to come back here, and you wouldn't have wanted to.
To be
I don't
fair,
think you're gonna be able to leave. But
All right, fine. I'm gonna go and look around for the fucking whoever who wants to come with me and go crack some skulls. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. American solidarity. What about you, Johnson?
All right, we'll go.
All right,
go.
Elliot, you captain, whatever. I'm done with
I'm-
titles.
That's fine. I'm feeling weak. I'm going to go and try and get some help. I think I
Alright.
do think we should get.
Okay, that's what you all can ride horses. Y'all know how to ride horses. We're American. We don't know shit about no horses. We don't fuck with them. Y'all go get some help. We're gonna go down there and punch some people out, Brooklyn style. Am I right? Okay.
Finally,
Well,
I
I mean-
knew it was the right decision to put you in charge, Dr. Roy. Finally, you're making sense. Let's go, Captain.
Yep. I'm not going to ride. You're more than welcome to get on the horse, but I'm way too woozy to get on the back of a horse and ride. I'll just fall off it again.
You can hold on to me.
That's fine.
Well, I don't think the horse will last long when we're 3 of us on it, but
Exactly.
Alita can ride with Reeves.
Yeah. To be the best thing for us to do is for us to take it a walking place and just walk out of here. We've got weaponry. If you wish to gallop on ahead, go ahead. But I'm going to fall off a horse if I get on the back of one.
You're not making this easy, Captain Elliot. I was perfectly fine leaving with Alida, and now you're coming with, and...
Safety in numbers.
Yes, because that seems to work here.
Well, none of us is dead yet.
I thought you were going.
I thought we were standing here. Y'all out the door? I thought we were standing
Yes.
here. Okay.
No. Okay,
You hear a voice from behind you in the doorway.
I will put Alida on the horse. I will walk it and have Captain Elliot at least hold on to the saddle so he has something to lean on.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's absolutely fine, and I'll keep along pace with with the horse. That's no problem.
Mr. Reeves, is it?
Yeah,
Yes. You're coming with us too?
he is.
Can the man not answer for himself?
No, why should he?
Because he's in better shape than you are, Captain.
Yeah, I still make all the decisions.
How's your sister? Anyway, can I psychology check the captain to see if he's actually not crazy?
Certainly.
Yeah, seems okay.
I will point out, Captain Elliot, you're leaving your sisters behind.
I know, but the only thing I can say, I know what headstrong girls they are, and if I try and convince them to come, they're unlikely
Someone runs in the family.
You left them with this strange large man with a Brooklyn accent. Seems like safe.
Best life decision
Real
ever.
safe.
Such a good big brother.
I think the best way to get them safe is to get people, authorities, and people to come down here and save them.
Okay.
Plus, I'm a sociopathic bastard anyway, so.
Also true. You and your companions as you I was wondering, so you had the horses at the front of the house?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have your party arranged as you saw fit?
Mm-hmm.
And you start walking towards the front entrance, like all the way down the driveway?
Yeah, basically down the down the driveway, out the gates, and towards the nearest piece of civilization I can find.
Yeah, something in that sentence is already not true, because as you head down the driveway, where you would expect the front gates to be, there is an ivy-covered wall.
Huh.
How tall is this wall?
Crap. I only do metric.
It do metric, but is the
Do
wall
metric.
actually...
Taller than Dr. Roy.
Is the wall
7 feet
actually
tall.
over the path?
Yes.
A big tall wall would be 10 feet, and he.
Yeah, something like that. It's you have to go like this, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
As you hear the baying of hounds in the distance.
This wall shouldn't be here. Someone's playing pranks again.
I agree. If we can't get out, then we must go back.
So we've been to one spot. This is a wall. There must be a gate.
Okay. Let's follow the wall round.
Yes. Let's.
What's the rest doing while they're discovering the wall?
All right.
And I don't mean the album.
All right. So let's stay together in the same room, but let's start like knocking on shit, like tearing up floorboards. You know, these fucking British people always got books to pull out. You know what I mean? Like all kinds of shit. I'm gonna start. You know what? Eeny, meeny, miny. He picks a floorboard and jams the sword into the crack and just starts kind of like prying it up. You're muted, Anik.
Yeah, sorry, the howling was getting to me. You grab your giant freaking broadsword.
Johnny Marquez don't fuck around.
You really don't, and you jam it into that floorboard. Make me a strength check.
A strength child. That finally, yeah.
Now speaking your language, so I don't have to pretend you're a doctor
kidding me.
anymore.
I failed by 1.
Oh my god!
No, I'm using
You have luck. You have
I'm
luck.
using a luck point. It's down to 50 now.
I just want to say that Roll20 doesn't just hate Captain Elliot, apparently.
God. It hates men. Our Roll20 is feminist. And,
Well, you know, I am rolling a lot of good successes and criticals, so you know.
As you always do.
Also true. You jam that sword into the floor. You rip open a considerable amount of floorboards. You don't find anything particularly interesting in what used to be your bedroom.
All right. I forgot that we were actually upstairs. Let's go downstairs and do this.
I'm gonna just follow.
All right, look,
Yeah,
American
me
squad,
too.
let's roll. This is why we built our country like this. Okay, so we get downstairs and I start hacking up the floorboards. The dining room.
I'm just so happy with this mental picture of like Miss Price and Miss Johnson like halfway up the stairs, just sort of going. As this giant Brooklyn man is using a two-hander to
like a baseball bat again.
like a baseball bat to rip open.
That was the hint from before. Baseball's very American, Brooklyn. Hey, while I'm doing this, you guys want to like look in the books and the cabinets and the don't touch any strange rocks.
No, that wasn't the plan because it seems to be working out so well for everyone else here.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah. All right, we can. What room are we in?
If you started ripping up ship as soon as you came downstairs, you're in the lobby.
Yeah.
Or like the main hall, I should say. The lobby is one in front of that.
Okay. Are there any closets, shelves, anything to look in?
There's a pantry. There's the map is actually currently on the right page. So Johnny is ripping up that one in the middle.
I keep wanting to like move the thing, but with the new Zoom thing, I
have the same problem. Zoom up.
I know.
Roll20 didn't update, and none of us are used to it yet, so the map's very jumpy for us.
It's doing things.
I'm gonna look in the pantry and see what's in there. If there's anything.
Maybe a spot hidden check. And you are crushing those spot holes today. The pantry itself doesn't have anything particularly interesting in it, but there's a section of the floor that looks weird.
All right. I'm gonna call over to Dr. Roy down in Marquez. There's something weird here in the pantry. Do you want to see if you can get into the floor here?
Oh, yeah. Come on, Miss Price. Hold this lantern for me so I can see in here.
Go ahead and take the lantern. Hold it.
Doesn't question, she just points and he starts swinging. Like, doesn't, like, try to... Fucking...
You start swinging and the wood is splintering and you actually find a hollow underneath the floor.
Alright, what we got here? What's in it?
Currently nothing. You can't quite see the bottom.
All right. He hands a sword to Miss Johnson, this dented, splintered sword, and jumps down.
I'm gonna like take it like.
He drops it into your hands, no problem.
Right.
Before just jumping into random holes, I'm gonna peer down and like hold the lantern, try to see if I can see anything down there.
Currently, you see Dr. Roy, Mr. Marquez's back, as he is rather hole-filling to... I don't know how else
to hear to him? Like, is that how...
Hole-filling? Kinda, yeah. It's just, you're in a hole now.
Like
you're standing in a hole.
Alright, I crouch down and look around.
Alright, make me spot hidden.
Fucking dank-ass British shit. Damn. There we go. That's a success.
you find a rather old-looking pistol.
Nice.
Some papers that are in German,
Ugh.
and hang on, let me. Oh, real.
If only there was somebody there who could speak German.
Yeah, too bad that Elliot guy ran off.
I know.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is what happens,
I think
kids. You
also
get
the
rewarded for
princess
property
could,
damage.
And just this old it's like a little metal flask, very familiar to most of you, like flask of booze, but it has an engraving on it that doesn't look very familiar to you at all.
He hands it to Miss Johnson immediately.
I'm gonna
Here.
take it and is
You
the
know old stuff.
engraving letter?
Here, you know old things. Hold this.
Is it like lettering on the engraving, or is it like a picture?
It's like a coat of arms.
Okay.
And even though the Americans don't recognize this, you're pretty sure it's the coat of arms of the Deutsche Reich. So pre-1918.
Okay. All right. This is something that I'm not sure if it's a clue or not. Like, I don't know. If
All right. Well,
I don't know if it's relevant.
Is the pistol
It's
loaded?
not that old, but it is old. You know.
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah. I mean, put it in your pocket. You know, we'll keep it for whatever at this point. You got a purse, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything in it?
So those giant
Anything
Mary
in my-
Poppins bags. Just put everything.
I
got a
know.
bag of holding.
I throw it into my purse.
Is there anything in the flask? Anything?
No, there isn't.
Is the gun loaded?
Nope.
Gosh, he sticks it in the back of his belt. Like
Now
an
you have
American.
4 guns.
All right. Well, that was. What
I,
This
went
would
back
have
to
taken you
Thor.
long. This would have taken you long enough for Captain Elliot and Princess Sophia to return to.
see the whole floor torn up?
As they open the door, Captain Elliot is about to stumble in before the princess goes, "Careful!" As he is about to step into what looks like an absolutely wrecked front room.
Oh my God! Maybe my sisters have been hurt. Let me go and check.
No, they're good. Your sisters are good.
Captain, calm down.
We're fine.
Leave the
Look.
Americans alone for a
Yeah,
few.
look. Here's Poppy. Here's Peepa. What the was it? Is this
Seriously,
Peppa?
Penny,
Penny.
And
Poppy,
and Poppy.
and seriously, we leave the colonials alone for 5 minutes, and what they do, they destroy the entire.
Hey,
I like
you
how
know-
we've moved away from
That's what happens
classism
with
onto
reparations for
racism.
left
I
alone.
will not get in between you. You had a big up, I understand.
Hey, you got Start
We've,
serving that
we've
tea
still
again.
got. I think we've still got Indonesia, right? I'm
Oh.
fine.
Well, this,
I'll put that
at
tea
this-
right in the harbor, buddy.
At this point, we still have India, so it's all still good.
Yeah, well, we have Indonesia. I think our cuisine is better.
But seriously, we leave you alone for 5 minutes.
Look, we found
Right.
something. If you must
Of
know.
course not.
We found something.
Translate.
Okay.
Aren't you interested why we're back? Because apparently there is no gate anymore. There's a big wall around this property, and everyone was right, and the princess was wrong. We can't leave.
Who's the good doctor now? You should always trust my judgment.
Yes, like when you decided to do a blood transfusion.
Hey, that would have worked. Probably.
If you'd been a doctor.
If I had any real training, that would have worked. Just FYI.
I think the best medical advice you've given is the glass of water you prescribed me. It did help.
No, yeah, that definitely did. I've been.
I
hungover
don't
enough
know.
times for that one.
I'm rather keen on the recent prescription I got.
Yeah, you got.
After the fact.
It is a real prescription, so you know.
Hey, but this is in German if you want to look at that, Captain.
Yeah.
Sure,
I don't sprechen no Deutsch.
I'll check the documents and see what they say.
Sie sprechen kein Deutsch?
Nah, no sprechens Deutsch.
Like Americans speak anything other than American.
Ich be hey. Eu hablo español.
¿Qué?
Yeah.
No sprechens Deutsch. Ich bin ein Berliner. You know what I'm saying? Buongiorno.
That hasn't happened yet, darling.
Wrong era. But thank you.
Arrivederci.
That's Italian.
Oh, so close and yet so far.
Oh.
Okay. The papers are more shipping manifests, and it's quite clear from these that the reason the Dorseys came through the First War, which currently isn't called the First War because they still had hope for humanity.
The Great War.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Suckers. Anyway, they partly came through the war with their fortune intact by being just dirty, filthy smugglers. They did so much trade with the Germans between 1914 and 1918.
I'm disgusted by this, and I will inform everybody.
Well, as the Dutch were neutral in the First World War, I don't really care.
I'm telling everyone.
No, I'm telling everyone.
That's what say Captain Elliot's like, I hate this, and I'm telling everyone.
I'm telling my dad.
And what? Captain, my country was neutral. Why is this a problem?
Because my country wasn't.
Ah.
Yeah, the courageous countries weren't neutral, that's for sure. Anyway,
And to be fair, if we hadn't been,
Cameras have
if
jumped,
we
by the way.
hadn't opposed them, maybe you wouldn't have not been neutral for too long afterwards. The Kaiser did have a rather large appetite for land.
Well, half my family is German. It's just, you know.
it's a little awkward, you know.
Well, anyway.
I mean, do we really want to debate the politics with all this weird shit going around?
Let's just accept Thanksgiving in a war criminal jail cell and move on with it. Sometimes that's how it works.
Huh?
You don't have Thanksgiving, do you?
Thanks, what is?
To be honest with you, I want to keep these papers because I'm going to give them to some people in government that I know, and make sure the Dorsey family name is ruined.
Yeah, they're all dead anyway now, so I guess it's not.
Well, nobody's going to profit from this fortune.
Yeah, give it back to the government. Yeah, fuck yeah. I like that. I like that. I appreciate you, Captain. You do that.
Right, so I'm going to take the documents and fold them up and put them in an inside pocket.
All right. You fold them up, you put them in inside pocket.
Where's the door that Mr. Connors went through at one point when I was kind of following him?
When we were in the ballroom.
South of the ballroom.
It was the room south of the ballroom.
That's where that's where Johnny Marquez wants to go.
Yeah, the one that just pinged with the price.
By the way, it's just occurred to me, who is Jaime?
Oh, he's just the kid that I met. He's not related to me. He's just a kid that I met that was kind of reminded me a lot of myself, so I picked him up so that he wouldn't be some dirty street rat. You know, I pay him and he goes off and this is how he repays me. Fucking asshole.
Well, at least kids, you know, they're not so suspicious. They don't arouse suspicion.
Yeah, no, he speaks English. I just tell everyone he doesn't, so he just doesn't have to. Yeah,
well,
no,
let's hope he still speaks English.
I think he'll be alright. He's probably just passed out somewhere. But yeah, so can we go south of the ballroom and investigate that door that Mr. Connor went through? I couldn't follow him because he would have known. But I think that we should maybe try and retrace the steps of the missing suspicious people.
I did try that.
Oh yeah, what ended up happening then?
I did follow him in afterwards.
Also, the one south of the ballroom is the one where you found Nathaniel's corpse with time and space being a little wonky. I mean, you're absolutely free to try and go there again.
Let me look at the map here, see where we haven't gone.
As far as I'm aware,
you guys didn't find anything of interest in, like, I don't know.
As far as I'm aware, we've searched all of the rooms.
Yeah, there's something we've missed though. That we gotta miss something. You know, y'all British people be putting in.
You have searched all of the rooms in the main house.
Oh, yeah.
Still have my list. Let's see, where did we check? Let's give me just a moment. There's the main building. We did that one. But there's also a hothouse, the garden sheds, the servants' hall, a structure, green temple thingy with a ground floor and a first floor.
Maybe we should start with the servants.
Sorry, can we just go back one? A temple structure thingy?
Yeah, just like the fancy thing to have tea in. It's a Greek temple structure with a ground floor and a first floor.
Oh. The folly.
Yes, the folly.
Yeah.
The one to have tea in when you're being just.
To be honest with you, for my gut tells me that it will be fruitful to search that place.
It would be, but we might want to stop by the servants' quarters too, because who knows how many of those people were involved with Mr. Murphy?
Well, none of the dead ones, one would suspect.
Well, you would think, but things have been, incredibly normal so far, so.
Well, I do think we should go to the folly, and then I think we should, and then if the
All
servants' quarters afterwards, then yeah, fine.
All right.
Roy, what do you say? Yes, Dr. Roy, I think you're in charge now.
You can't hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Okay.
Now
sorry,
we can.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do I call you, Johnny?
You can call me whatever you like, but yeah, Dr. Roy's fine.
Are you sure? Because
There's a few words that spring to mind.
Listen, princess, titles ain't that important to us Americans, all right?
Part of why I got out of that high class society anyway.
Yeah, well.
I don't
I've
think
been
gangs
called
count as high class.
No, I'm saying before.
okay, but
He's from Manhattan originally.
This might sound weird, but is there any time to go change? If we're going to run off after people who try to kill people, this dress is actually quite restrictive.
That's a good idea. I have a pair of pants you can wear if you actually want to be able to move around.
Well, actually, yes. I think your height. If you have a belt or something,
I got some suspenders you can wear that'll keep them up.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
If you're throwing everything out, I will, in fact, take you up on that.
Oh my God, she's gonna look so cute. Sorry, that's just me. She's gonna look so damn cute. Yeah, let's get suited up. Load up all your weapons, get your ammo, get your swords, get get everything, and we're gonna go. It's gonna pop off. So get ready. The captain, load your weapons. Miss Johnson, I don't know.
I'm gonna pull out my thing.
You got your strap. You got your strap, Price.
Yeah.
All right.
Alida, is Alida starting to wake up or something, or not?
Not really, no.
Can I slap her just a little bit?
What is it with you and slapping people? Yes.
Well, if all else fails.
No, by all means, slap her.
Just a little.
Just gentle slapping.
Yeah, I'm not hurting her. Just trying to.
Are we talking front of the hand, back of the hand? Are we holding a metal glove?
Okay, I'm punching her forcefully.
It's
Love taps.
No, it's the back of the hand with the sovereign ring.
There you go. One with like this big diamond ring with like little cut around the.
I don't want to hurt her. I just want to wake her up.
Very well, fine. You slap her gently. She doesn't wake up particularly.
Okay. I told people I wasn't going to ask for more sanity rules, but if she's still being this weird,
you really do need to make sanity rules.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be fine. Of course
you're gonna be fine.
I'm fine.
Great. That only means that you take half damage.
I know.
That's a very mild 8. So 4. So, are you all taking Princess Sophia to Johnny Marquez's room to watch her change into pants, or are we splitting the party
No, I
again?
feel like that'd be kind of weird.
I feel like
that would be. Oh yes, out of everything that's happened, that's just too far.
I think he takes.
That's where we draw the line.
I mean, like stand outside the door, sure.
Yeah,
but
I think
is Alida able to help? Because
No.
it is her job.
Which it really isn't.
I think he takes her up, he shows her the pants, he shows her how to do the suspenders on himself, and he puts her on the bed and walks out the door.
Yes, you have a shirt for me.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
a
Elliot?
white shirt.
Sorry, a very injured man's trying to speak to me.
Sorry, is my room just near the princess's, relatively?
Yes, the upper floor isn't that big, actually.
Okay. Well, in which case, whilst she's changing, I'm going to go to my room and change as well.
Excellent. Can I have listen checks?
Oh, goody.
Oh boy.
No.
Success.
Extreme. Yeah.
I'm missing some listen checks, guys.
We're missing a bit.
Sorry, roll 20 froze for me.
It happens.
All right, there's my. Oh, great.
All right. I
we
still seem to miss one.
Yeah. There we go.
No, that's a spot hidden. I asked for listen.
I swear I click listen, but
I swear to God, you guys, I swear.
Super
that.
serious.
Super serial. Elizabeth and
Yes.
Captain Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
You have a moment almost to yourself with everyone off to the sides and getting changed and getting ready for what's to come. And in the back of your head, there's been this heartbeat underneath everything you've been hearing, but it's getting louder and louder for you. And added to that just repetitive noise is some kind of chanting. And you're starting to realize that that sentence wasn't actually mistranslated. It is just what's been going on in your mind now, on and on and on.
Ah.
And I'd like the two of you to make final sanity rolls before we end for tonight.
Okay.
I am so screwed on this one. Oh.
You're super screwed. You're both super screwed.
Ah.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're good. It's a single sanity damage.
Oh no, I can't lose it because I'm temporarily.
And you're
insane.
already insane.
Yeah.
So mine
nothing-
remains at a princely 28.
You do. This is where we're ending for tonight because we're already a bit over. Thank you all for lasting as long as you did.
Yeah, thanks for staying with us. It was
Yeah,
great
thanks.
fun.
I'll have a quick reminder about our Discord server where we talk about our games and other stuff. We have a Patreon if you want to give the stream more money, which we always appreciate. There is, I think our links are not working, but
Yeah, they're not
might-
wanting to.
no. The bot's down. Find us on Twitter. Twitter knows everything. We have merch and we have, of course, sponsors, namely Roll20, Tabletop Loot, Sonarware, and Devon Rue, who are very grateful to. Next up on Welcome to the Party is Drop Point Nights, which is in a few hours. And because the bot's down and we've already switched places again and we're over time, we're just going to skip the raid and wrap up really fast. So everyone, go around clockwise, tell us in 5 words or less who they are and where they can find you. Go.
Hi.
Sai.
Hi, it's Sai on Discord, or Simon. I've been playing Captain Elliot. You can find me on Twitter at DDarkWeaver. Thanks for joining us, and thanks to our storyteller and to our producer.
Lana.
It's down, underneath the word Princess Sophia is where you can find me in Instagram or Twitter. And our keeper is the best and try keep us alive. Bye.
Bye. Kay.
Hey, Kate, also known as Undead Kate. There's Twitter stuff underneath. I will be back here at 8 p.m. Eastern for Drop Point Nights. Totally not Drop Point Nigels like I keep wanting to say at this point. So yeah, tune in later.
Thank you very much, Callie.
Callie, illustrator, D&D, beefy women, sapphic smooches. Twitter, xcalliope, art. Follow me if you want.
Thank you kindly. Jenna.
Philly Girl JL, Twitter, Discord, and Instagram. Instagram's where I'm most active on. Books, beauty, and geekery.
Thank you very much. My name is Anik. You can find me at Anikster on Twitter. Politics, art, tread carefully, all that jazz. I'm almost sad that last medicine check worked. And I'm going to wish you all a very good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
I know for some of you, it's day doesn't matter to me. It's nighttime here.
Good insert time here.
Yeah, good insert time here. Enjoy your whatever.